position at John E. Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Scene of a Great American Conference basketball doubleheader tonight between Ouachita Baptist University and Arkansas Tech University, coming up at approximately 7:30 p.m. It'll be the men's contest between these two institutions. Scene of a Great American Conference basketball women's game tonight. First for our guests from the loveliest village on the Ouachita River, Arkansas, the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers, and it'll be the men's contest for institutions. But for now, let's take a look at the basketball women's game tonight. First for our guests from the loveliest village on the Ouachita River, Arkansas, the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers, Maya Durso, 5'6" over Latvia. But for now, let's take a look at the basketball women's game tonight. First for our guests from the loveliest village on the Ouachita River, Arkansas, the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers, Maya Durso, 7.6 rebounds and 1.8 steals for the crowd. And Maddie gives represents the village of the Ouachita River, Arkansas, the Ouachita Baptist Lady Tigers, Maya Durso, 7.6 rebounds and 1.8 steals for the crowd. And Maddie gives represents the village of the Ouachita River,
round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight. Southern Nazarene. Round out the games tonight. East Central tonight.
Back with you at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville as this crowd recognizes Cheyenne North, who recently signed a contract to go and play professional basketball in Australia. And so the Golden Suns will be losing her soon as she goes to pursue her dreams back with you at Tucker Coliseum. Kelly, I think we'll all very fondly remember Cheyenne's tour. As a player here at Arkansas, signed a contract to go and play professional basketball in Australia. The way she put the Golden Suns on her back and took them to that GAC tournament championship last March in Bartlesville, Oklahoma.
Absolutely. She did an outstanding job. She was a great team leader, and she's pursuing her dream of playing professional basketball. And we have some others still, in the professional. Rosie Silva, she's still playing, and Jeremy Dunbar. Absolutely. She did an outstanding job. She's a great team leader. Been able to go. She's pursuing her dream of playing professional basketball. And we have some others still around the world in the professional. Rosie Silva, she's still playing, and Jeremy Dunbar. Absolutely. She did an outstanding job. She's a great team leader. Been able to go. She's pursuing her dream of playing professional basketball. And we have some others still around the world in the professional. Rosie Silva, she's still playing, and Jeremy Dunbar. Absolutely. She did a great team leader. Been able to go. She's pursuing her dream of playing professional basketball. And we have some others still around the world in the professional. Rosie Silva, she's still playing, and Jeremy Dunbar. Absolutely. She did a great team leader. Pursuing her dream of playing professional basketball. And we have some others still around the world. So the most important thing right now is to stay out of foul trouble. As aggressive as the Golden Suns play, they've got to be really careful when they pick up those fouls. Don't pick them up on the other end of the floor. So, the most important thing right now is to stay out of foul trouble. You just cannot do it tonight because you're going to be shorthanded.
One thing that could potentially aid the Golden Suns tonight from a depth perspective is the fact that head coach Dave Wilbers has added a player to his roster. Holly Crutchfield will wear number 21. She is a 5'11" freshman forward out of Glen Rose. She was a 4-time all-conference pick in basketball and an all-state selection as a senior at Glen Rose. She is redshirting with the Arkansas Tech softball program. That is her primary pursuit at the college level in athletics, but she has joined the Golden Suns basketball team for the rest of this season to provide them with a little bit of extra depth. And at 5'11", she could come in handy tonight with the absence of Ryan Goodsell.
I'll tell you what, this could be some good training, some good physical fitness, get a little weight training in and a little running in and help out the Golden Suns.
Ouachita Baptist wearing the road black uniforms trimmed in purple and gold wins the opening tip. And the Lady Tigers go to work offensively. Post-entry pass batted away by Hannah Valines. Lady Tigers able to save it. They feed it down low to Madison Britton, and she gets the 5-footer from the right baseline to go. Ouachita gets the first 2 points of the game on the Madison Britton bucket. Madison Britton had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in the Lady Tigers' 76-64 loss to Southern Nazarene on Saturday. A drive to the basket by Hannah Valines yields a foul against Eden Crow of Ouachita. It is Crow's first, team foul number 1, and Valines steps to the free throw line where she is a 70% shooter this year. The first one is good for Valines. Hannah had a career-high 26 points and grabbed 8 rebounds in the loss to Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday, averaging 18.3 points per game over her last 3. She misses the second one. The rebound batted around, and it eventually goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Ouachita Baptist. So Valines goes 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, and the Ouachita Baptist lead is 2-1. Into the front court come the Lady Tigers. Madison Britton with it on the left wing. They'll reverse it to the right wing. Eden Crow takes the basketball there, defended by Valines. Passes in the corner for Olivia Huell. Huell feeds the post for Rainey. Turnaround jumper, Madison Rainey is good from 10 feet away, right of the lane. Rainey scores. It's 4-1, Ouachita Baptist. Jayana Sanders into the front court, leaves it with the trailer, Hannah Valines. Pass in the corner for J.C. Higgins. Higgins dribbles left, passes top of the key for Stackhouse. Good to see Kavanche Stackhouse back with the Golden Suns after she had to miss Saturday's game due to a death in the family. Turnover by Arkansas Tech, steal by Olivia Huell, and she commits a traveling violation in transition as she went up and down with the basketball in the middle of the painted area.
Cannot do that.
8 minutes and 49 seconds to go, first quarter. Ouachita Baptist 4, Arkansas Tech 1. Golden Suns into the front court. Handoff left wing for Kavanche Stackhouse. She dribbles to the right elbow, leaves it out front with Lyric Williams. 18-foot jumper, no good from inside the top of the key, and the rebound is out of bounds. Last touched by Madison Britton. The Golden Suns will throw it in with a fresh shot clock. It'll be Jayana Sanders to throw it in. Sanders averaging 3.7 assists per game. She throws this one off the backside of Madison Britton, picks up the loose ball and lays it in. That's at least the 3rd time this season that Jayana Sanders has made that play on an inbounds pass. An assist for herself, essentially, and it is 4-3 Ouachita.
How do you score that?
I don't believe you do.
Put her in the stats.
Right side. Gertzone with it for Ouachita. Gives it up to Britton. Three-pointer short, no good. Defensive rebound by Kavanche Stackhouse. Ahead for Jayana Sanders. She zips it into the front court for Higgins. Higgins out to the trailer, Valines. Valines drives, cut off in the lane. Her pass intercepted by Olivia Huell. Ouachita the other way. Drive by Huell to the rim. Stackhouse forced her to miss the layup. Offensive rebound by Eden Crow. No shot clock reset. They've got 20 to shoot. Zip it down low to Huell. She lays it up and in. Olivia Huell gets her first 2 points of the game. 7:48 to go first quarter, and Ouachita leads 6-3. The Lady Tigers have made 3 out of their first 4 attempts from the field.
Give them credit there. Great pass that time.
Left wing Stackhouse, eyes a 3. It rims out, no good. Defensive rebound by Madison Rainey of Ouachita Baptist. Into the front court for Britton. Drives the baseline, poked away by Higgins. Britton able to save the loose ball, throws it out front for Gertzone. Maya Gertzone averaging 2.6 assists per game as the Ouachita point guard. Dribbles to the right wing, hands it off for Olivia Huell. Now Crow makes a catch at the top of the key. Bounce pass back to Huell. Huell wants to drive, running 8-footer, well off target. Stackhouse forced the miss. J.C. Higgins rebounded it. We've played 3 minutes. Ouachita leads 6-3. Drive by Stackhouse, pass deflected by Rainey, stolen by Olivia Huell. 3rd turnover for Tech, leads to a run out for Britton and a layup to make it 8-3 Ouachita with 6:50 to go in the opening quarter. The Lady Tigers now 4 out of 6 from the field. Valines wants to drive, dishes in the left corner for J.C. Higgins. Higgins dribbles right, gets to the free throw line, tries to drive, 10-foot jumper, she got the roll. J.C. Higgins gets her first 2 points of the game, 6:30 to go first quarter, and it is 8-5 Lady Tigers. Alicia Martis will check in for the Golden Suns, the next dead ball. Post-entry feed for Eden Crow. Turnaround jumper from the right block is no good, but they've got a foul on Hannah Valines. It is Valines' first personal foul, team foul number 1. And it will send to the free throw line Eden Crow. Crow is a 70% free throw shooter this season. Crow had 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists in their loss to Southern Nazarene on Saturday. Alicia Martis is a 5'11 junior forward from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, averaging 5.6 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. She gives Lyric Williams a breather. Free throw for Crow is good as she makes both of those, and with 6:18 to go in the first quarter, it is 10-5 Ouachita Baptist. Crow gets her first 2 points of the game. Pass at the top of the key, intercepted by Olivia Huell, and she's got a clear path to the basket. Layup good for Olivia Huell as the Golden Suns commit their 4th turnover here in the first 4 minutes of this game, and Ouachita leads 12-5. 4 points for Olivia Huell. Drive by Stackhouse, layup up and good. Kavanche Stackhouse with her first bucket of the night cuts the Lady Tigers lead to 12-7. On the other end, post-entry pass for Madison Rainey leads to a foul against Arkansas Tech's Alicia Martis, as the official says that she had 2 hands on her from behind. It is Martis's first personal foul, team foul number 2. Madison Britton to make the inbound pass. Out to the top of the key for Olivia Huell. Pass in the right wing for Madison Britton. Her 3-point try is an air ball. Rebound saved in by Crow, deflected out by Hannah Valines, and Ouachita will throw it in with 23 on the shot clock. 5:35 to go first quarter. Ouachita Baptist shooting 63% from the field and leading 12-7. Left elbow, Madison Rainey dribbles into the lane, cut off by Martis. Throws it out to the top of the key for Madison Britton. Now Gertzone gets it on the right wing. She drives into the lane, left-handed layup, no good. Jayana Sanders forced the miss. Alicia Martis rebounded it. Ahead to Sanders. She goes all the way to the rim, layup good, and a foul. The foul will be on Eden Crow of Ouachita Baptist. Her second, the team's second, and Jayana Sanders will head to the free throw line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Good move by Sanders that time. Did that just little bitty step where she thought she was going to pass the ball and then went back up with it.
Crow with those 2 fouls checks out, replaced by Riley Lavender as Jayana Sanders makes the free throw, cutting the Ouachita lead to 12-10. Riley Lavender is a 5'6 freshman guard from Brock, Texas. She averages 6.1 points and 2.2 rebounds per game for Ouachita as Madison Rainey lays it up and in, and it is 14-10 Ouachita Baptist. Rainey with 4 points. She is 2 out of 2 from the field. Jayana Sanders dribbles to the top of the key, hands it off to J.C. Higgins. Higgins goes to the left wing, drives, running 6-footer in the paint, will not go, and it is tipped up and in. They will likely credit Alicia Martis with that basket, although I believe it was much more the momentum created by Olivia Huell of Ouachita Baptist that sent that one through the cylinder.
Well, Martis raised her hands like, give me the credit for that.
Right wing Olivia Huell, defended by Kavanche Stackhouse. The Martis tip-in makes it 14-12 Ouachita. Now it's 16-12 Ouachita as Gertzone drives down the right side of the lane for a layup. And it is 16-12 Lady Tigers. Ouachita now 7 out of 11 from the field to begin this one. Top of the key, Sanders. Man-to-man defense for Ouachita Baptist. Pass in the left corner for J.C. Higgins. Post-entry feed intended for Alicia Martis, but it is stolen by Olivia Huell, and the Lady Tigers will take it the other way. Left corner, Britton leaves it out with the trailer, Lavender. Her 3-pointer is good. Riley Lavender, who's had the hot hand from beyond the arc as of late for Ouachita Baptist, drains the tray to make it 19-12 Ouachita Baptist. Lavender coming in was 7 out of 10 from 3-point range over her last 3 games, as Hannah Valines answers with a 6-foot jumper in the lane for Arkansas Tech, and it is 19-14 Ouachita Baptist. Lady Tigers have made 3 consecutive field goal attempts and 5 out of their last 7 as they go back to work offensively. The bucket by Valines, her first field goal of the game. She's got 3 points. Now Britton tries a three for Ouachita, no good. Huell with the offensive rebound. Put-back try from 8 feet away is no good. The rebound is out of bounds off Arkansas Tech, and there's timeout at Tucker Coliseum. 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go, first quarter. Ouachita Baptist 19, Arkansas Tech 14. At the Team Clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Three minutes and 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ouachita Baptist 19, Arkansas Tech 14. Into the game for the first time for the Golden Suns, Leighton Taylor, 5'8" junior guard from Cabot, averaging 1.9 points and 1.5 rebounds per game, along with Kiera Moses, a 5'9" junior guard from Urbana, Illinois. Moses averaging 4.2 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. Fresh face in for Ouachita is Kara Rogers, 5'5" sophomore guard from Maumelle. She misses a jumper. Golden Suns board it, take it the other way. Lyric Williams back in the game, misses a layup for Arkansas Tech, but an offensive rebound by Kavanche Stackhouse. She throws it cross court for Valines, back to Stackhouse, and she walked with the basketball. Also in for the first time for Ouachita Baptist is Jakaya Clay, a 5'11" sophomore forward from Marion. Clay averages 5.2 points and 3.5 rebounds per game for the Lady Tigers. Arkansas Tech with 6 first quarter turnovers, matching the number of field goals that Arkansas Tech has made so far. Ouachita Baptist 8 of 15 from the field, and the Lady Tigers have now turned it over twice as Leighton Taylor takes away an errant pass, gets it ahead to Kavanche Stackhouse. Stackhouse circles around left wing, throws it out front for Valines, and Olivia Huell reached in on her. The foul on Huell will be her first. It is team foul number 3, and the Golden Suns will throw it in from the baseline with a fresh shot clock.
Hannah Valines has a familiar face in the crowd tonight watching her. Former coach Bobby Howard of North Ark College. He's here tonight to watch her play.
Glad to have Coach Howard in the building.
North Ark having a good year this year.
Inbound pass, right wing for Kiera Moses. Moses dribbles to the top of the key, gives it right wing for Leighton Taylor. Taylor dribbles left, got a pick from Lyric Williams, throws it out front for Hannah Valines. 18 on the shot clock. Ball goes left wing for Stackhouse. Stackhouse tries to drive the baseline. Lavender won't let her. Hand off to Stackhouse. Valines gets it back, and as Hannah drives with 9 on the shot clock, a whistle and a foul on Riley Lavender of Ouachita Baptist. It is her first, team foul number 4. Eden Crow is back in the game for Ouachita despite her 2 personal fouls. Arkansas Tech will throw it in from the far sideline. Inbound for Leighton Taylor. Taylor dribbles top of the key. Ouachita has gone to a 2-3 zone defense now after playing man-to-man early on. Likely going zone here to try to protect Eden Crow from further foul trouble. Pass at the top of the key is intercepted by Madison Britton as the Golden Suns have made some ill-advised passes here in the first quarter. Ouachita returns the gift as Madison Britton makes a bounce pass on the right wing, and Kara Rogers was unable to handle it.
Unforced turnovers will get you.
Leighton Taylor, Hannah Valines, Kiera Moses, Lyric Williams, and Kavanche Stackhouse, the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Golden Suns down by 5, 1:45 to go, first quarter. Lyric Williams goes up for the shot from the left block, and it is blocked out of bounds by Jakaya Clay. Arkansas Tech will throw it in from the baseline with 15 on the shot clock. Saturday afternoon, we will be at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia. Game times are 1 and 3 p.m. on Saturday. for Arkansas Tech and Southern Arkansas as the Golden Suns commit their 8th turnover of the first quarter as Kiera Moses carries the basketball at the top of the key.
Ouachita jumped in the passing lane there, which caused the turnover.
Ouachita with a 9-2 edge in points off turnovers so far. Lady Tigers lead 19-14, a minute 28 to go first quarter. Cutting through the lane, Eden Crow receives the pass and immediately took one step too many. Turnover number 4 for Ouachita. And Leighton Taylor will bring it back into the front court for Arkansas Tech. Golden Suns come in 8-12 overall, 5-9 in the GAC. Currently tied for 7th place in the GAC standings. Stackhouse's three is good. Kavanche Stackhouse with 5 first quarter points. And she cuts the Ouachita lead to 19-17. First points for either side in 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Maybe the first shot in quite a while.
Free throw line, Crow zips it down low for Clay, and Jakaya Clay lays it up and in to rebuild the Ouachita lead to 4 points at 21-17. 2-3 zone defense for the Lady Tigers. Leighton Taylor with the top of the key, gives the free throw line for Valines. Back out it goes to Leighton for 3. It is good. Leighton Taylor with the three-pointer from the top of the key. Her 8th three-pointer of the season cuts the Ouachita lead to a single point.
Good time for that shot.
Top of the key, Madison Britton. Passes left wing for Lavender. 16-foot jumper was blocked, but Hannah Valines, trying to block it from behind, committed the foul. That is 2 on Valines. Team foul number 3, and J.C. Higgins to the table will get Valines out of the game momentarily. 28.3 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Riley Lavender to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First try for Lavender is good. Lavender is a 69% free throw shooter this year, as Higgins replaces Valines for Tech. And for Ouachita, in for the first time is Rachel Wilson, a 5'5" sophomore guard from Jonesboro. She averages 1.8 points per game. Second try for Lavender is good. 28.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and it is now 23-20 Ouachita Baptist. Riley Lavender with 5 first quarter points. Leighton Taylor hands it off to Kavanche Stackhouse. Stackhouse dribbles out near the timeline, defended by Rachel Wilson. Shot clock is off. Golden Suns look like they want to hold for the final shot of this first quarter. Lyric Williams sets a ball screen. Stackhouse uses it to go left. Pass deflected by Crow, loose on the baseline, out of bounds. And the Golden Suns will throw it in with 9/10 of a second remaining. By rule, time here for the Golden Suns to make a catch and get up a shot.
You just got to do it real quick. Catch and a shot, all in one motion.
It'll be Kiera Moses to trigger it in for the Golden Suns for what will be the final shot of the first quarter. Inbound pass out near midcourt for Higgins. Higgins from 35 feet. It was blocked by Lavender, and that's the end of the first quarter. Our score is Ouachita Baptist 23 and Arkansas Tech 20. Here at the Team Clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Ouachita Baptist 9 of 16 in that first quarter of play from the field, 56%. Arkansas Tech shooting the basketball exceptionally well, 8 out of 12, 67% from the field. If the Golden Suns can just cut down on the turnovers, Arkansas Tech committing 8 turnovers in the first quarter compared to 4 for Ouachita Baptist. And the basketball will belong to the Golden Suns as we head to the second period of play here at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Jayana Sanders, Kavanche Stackhouse, Lyric Williams, Kiera Moses, and J.C. Higgins are the 5 contestants for Arkansas Tech. As Jayana Sanders dribbles at the top of the key, Ouachita has gone back man-to-man defensively. Pass deflected out of bounds into the far sideline by Madison Britton. And Ouachita very active in the passing lanes so far in this one and really giving Golden Suns trouble with that aggressiveness defensively. Jayana Sanders drives down the right side of the lane, picks up her dribble, bounce pass out to the free throw line for Lyric Williams. She goes to the rim. Jakaya Clay blocks 2 of her shots, but Lyric stays with it. And on the 3rd try, after getting 2 offensive rebounds, Lyric puts it home, and it's 23-22. Golden Suns trail by 1 after Lyric Williams' first bucket of the game.
Tell you what, had a way to stay with it. 3rd time's a charm, like you said.
Lyric Williams 6th in the Great American Conference in offensive rebounds this season. Golden Suns deflected the ball out of bounds a moment ago.
J.C. Higgins took a lap around the Coliseum to go get that loose ball.
Good news is it doesn't take her long to move that far.
No, it doesn't.
Jumper by Eden Crow, no good off the inbound pass, and Kiera Moses has the defensive rebound, and the Golden Suns have a chance to take their first lead of the game. Kavonche Stackhouse, left-handed dribble across the top of the key, goes to the left wing, passes the corner for Higgins, right back out to Kavonche, fakes a 3, now she'll shoot for it over Crow. It is no good off the back lip. Offensive rebound, Lyric Williams. Lyric drives to the basket, kicks it back out to the perimeter. Now Sanders with it. She penetrates, tries a scoop pass underneath the rim for J.C. Higgins, but it's deflected away out of bounds, and the Suns will throw it in with 23 on the shot clock.
Plenty of time, work it in for a good shot.
Sanders to make the inbound pass. Lobs it in, and it is out of bounds on the near sideline, intended for Kavonche Stackhouse. The Golden Suns commit their 9th turnover, their first of the 2nd quarter.
Stackhouse kind of thought the ball was tipped, so she went ahead and let it go out of bounds, but to no avail.
Riley Lavender checks out for Ouachita. Maya Gertzone, Eden Crow, Jakaya Clay, Olivia Huell, and Madison Britton are the 5 on the floor for the Lady Tigers. Post-entry pass stolen by Lyric Williams, but her outlet was deflected by Clay, stolen by Huell. Huell goes to the rim, layup good, and a foul. Olivia Huell will have a 3-point play. The foul on Arkansas Tech is on Kavonche Stackhouse. In that scrambled situation trying to block the shot, she commits the foul. It is Stackhouse's first team foul this quarter. And Huell to the free throw line, she makes it. Huell, a 68% free throw shooter this season, completes the 3-point play. And it is 26-22, Ouachita Baptist. 8:35 to go, 2nd quarter. Right wing, Kiera Moses dribbles left, throws it in the left corner for Stackhouse. Stackhouse penetrates back out to Moses. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Stackhouse pursues it, tips it, but it goes out of bounds. And the basketball will belong to Ouachita Baptist. Hannah Valines with 2 fouls is back in the game for Arkansas Tech in place of Kiera Moses.
Need to get a good stop right here.
Maya Gertzone brings it over the timeline for Ouachita Baptist. Pass on the right wing for Olivia Huell. They feed it into the low post. It's deflected by Valines, stolen by Lyric Williams. Outlet for Jayana Sanders. Sanders stops on the right wing, loses her dribble, fights to get it back, tips it to Valines. Valines dives on the loose ball, throws it ahead to Higgins. Higgins penetrates, kicks it out to Stackhouse. Stackhouse drives, runner is no good from left of the lane. Defensive rebound by Maya Gertzone. 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go, 2nd quarter. Ouachita Baptist with the ball and a 26-22 lead. Right wing Britton, 3-pointer, no good. Defensive rebound, Kavonche Stackhouse. And they tie up the basketball due to the Lady Tigers. Eden Crow ties it up. The possession arrow favors Ouachita, and they will throw it in with a fresh shot clock. Alicia Martis returns for the Suns in place of Lyric Williams, and Madison Rainey is in place of Jakaya Clay for Ouachita Baptist.
Ouachita got away with maybe a little foul there, but that's okay.
Britton inbound pass out to the top of the key for Madison Rainey. She hands it off to Gertzone. Golden Suns in a 2-3 zone defense here. Feed at the high post for Eden Crow. She puts it up with the left hand, no good from 12 feet away. Defensive rebound by Alicia Martis of Arkansas Tech. 7:22 to go, 2nd quarter. Ouachita leads 26-22. Drive by Valines, and as she goes through the middle of the paint, a whistle and a foul on Ouachita. The foul is on Olivia Huell. And while the Golden Suns get set to throw it in, we pause 10 seconds for station ID. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Jayana Sanders makes the inbound pass to Hannah Valines. Pass deflected out of bounds now by Britton. It seems like Madison Britton is in every passing lane here tonight.
Oh, she is. That was Yule's second foul, by the way.
And the first team foul this quarter. Left wing, J.C. Higgins with it for Arkansas Tech. Throws it out in the left corner for Stackhouse. Back to Higgins on the left wing. Three-pointer is good for J.C. Higgins. Higgins knocks down her on the season. That is three-pointer number 24. She is second on the team in that category, and she cuts the Ouachita lead to 26-25. Gertzone with the top of the key, gives for Olivia Huell in the lane. Back out to Gertzone. Three-pointer good for Maya Gertzone. Gertzone, a 33% three-point shooter this season, gives Ouachita a 29-25 lead, 6.5 minutes to go, second quarter. 5 points for Gertzone. Only the second three-pointer of the game for Ouachita. Valines down the right side of the lane, draws a foul, and Hannah will shoot 2 free throws. The foul on Ouachita is on Riley Lavender. That is her second personal foul, as she becomes the third different Lady Tiger to accumulate 2 personal fouls. And Hannah Valines to the free throw line, where she is 1 of 2 tonight, and now make it 1 out of 3, as the first one rattles out no good. Valines will have another try. Valines had 11 points and 8 rebounds against Ouachita back in November, one of 13 games this season in which Valines has reached double figures in scoring. She makes the second free throw, 6:23 to go, second quarter. Ouachita with the ball and a 29-26 lead. 2-3 zone defense for the Golden Suns. Madison Britton with it with 17 to shoot. Gives to Huell in the lane. 12-foot jumper good for Olivia Huell. She has 9 points. 6 minutes to go until halftime. Ouachita leads 31-26. Jayana Sanders defended by Madison Britton. Sanders penetrates, gives to Martis on a pick and roll. Out it goes in the corner for Stackhouse. Three-pointer is good for Kavanche Stackhouse. Second three-pointer of the night for Kavanche. She's got 8 points, and it's 31-29 Ouachita Baptist. Top of the key, Gertzone. Passes on the left wing for Riley Lavender. Lavender loses the handle under heavy pressure from J.C. Higgins. Last touched by the Lady Tigers, and the basketball goes back to Arkansas Tech. Ouachita commits its 7th turnover of the game. Ouachita still +4 on the turnover margin, and the Lady Tigers have a 12-5 edge in points off turnovers. Three-pointer, no good for Jayana Sanders. Defensive rebound by Riley Lavender of Ouachita. Lavender's first rebound of the game. Lady Tigers are -4 on the glass so far. Pass deflected by Valines, stolen by J.C. Higgins. Outlet intended for Jayana Sanders, deflected by Olivia Huell out of bounds. And the Golden Suns will maintain possession with 26 on the shot clock.
Good idea by both teams. Get back for the fast break. Defense got back as well.
Ouachita scored the first 2 points, and the Lady Tigers have led throughout. A chance here for the Suns to tie it with a 2 or take the lead with a 3. Sanders drives, dishes out to Stackhouse. Three-pointer for the lead is no good. Defensive rebound by Madison Britton.
Good shot.
Britton over the timeline after her first rebound of the game. Britton has 4 points and 2 assists so far. Feed at the free throw line for Lavender. Her lead pass too far in front of Rainey, out of bounds. Turnover, Ouachita Baptist. It's 9th of the game, and it takes us to a timeout on the floor. 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go, second quarter. Ouachita Baptist 31, Arkansas Tech 29. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Both teams continue to shoot the basketball well. Arkansas Tech, 11 of 21, 52%. And Ouachita Baptist, 12 of 22, 55%. Inbound pass for Huell, and she continues that trend, making the jumper from the right block off the inbound pass to increase the Ouachita lead to 33 to 29. Olivia Huell with 11 first-half points. Her season high for a game is 18. Top of the key, Stackhouse gives on the left wing for Jayana Sanders. Now Valines with it in the left corner, tries to drive, cut off by Lavender. Pass out front for Sanders. Jayana drives, gets into the lane, comes to a stop, shoots and scores. A 6-foot jumper from the middle of the paint for Jayana Sanders. She has 7 first-half points, and it's 33-31 Ouachita Baptist.
Get a good stop here, go down and tie it up.
Golden Suns persisting in that 2-3 zone. Right wing Lavender gives it out front for Gertzone. Maya Gertzone hands it off to Britton, pass deflected by Valines. Loose ball saved for Ouachita by Huell. She throws it cross court for Lavender, out of control. Bank shot is no good from the right side of the lane, and Hannah Valines has the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech, and yet another chance for the Golden Suns to either tie it or take the lead. Higgins drives, layup is no good. Offensive rebound, Mardis zips it out to Stackhouse, on to Sanders. Sanders to Valines in the corner, three-pointer for the lead is no good. Rebound is loose on the baseline. Mardis saves it into Higgins. What hustle by Alicia Mardis, and a fresh possession for the Golden Suns. Mardis right baseline, good! Alicia Mardis with the 18-foot jumper from the right baseline to tie it for the first time, and it's the first time in the game that Ouachita Baptist has not held the lead.
Tell you what, great way to keep the ball in play and then go get the basket.
It doesn't last for long, though, as Olivia Huell goes down the right baseline and lays it up and in for Ouachita. 13 points for Huell. She is 6 out of 8 from the floor. And it's 35-33 Lady Tigers. Stackhouse tries to answer. Her layup try is no good, and she is fouled by Madison Rainey. It is Rainey's first. Team foul number 3, and Kavanche Stackhouse to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Kavanche is a 76% free throw shooter this year. Did not play against Southeastern Oklahoma State due to a death in her family. First free throw try is no good for Stackhouse.
Need to find a defensive answer for Huell going into the second half.
Lyric Williams replaces Alicia Mardis for Arkansas Tech. For Ouachita, Jakaya Clay and Eden Crow are back in the game. Stackhouse missed the first free throw. She makes the second one. 2 minutes and 48 seconds to go until halftime. And it's a 1-point lead for Ouachita Baptist. Kavanche Stackhouse with 9 points to lead the way for the Golden Suns. She also has 5 rebounds. Ouachita beats some full court pressure, but in the front court, Valines pokes it away out of bounds. And so the Lady Tigers will have to throw it in from the baseline with 20 on the shot clock. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in our first half. Ouachita 35, Arkansas Tech 34. Two teams that are fighting for a postseason berth. Pass deflected out of bounds by Stackhouse. And the Lady Tigers will maintain possession with 13 on the shot clock. Mentioned the Golden Suns, part of a 3-way tie for 7th place in the league standings. Only the top 8 teams will go to Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th for the GAC tournament. Ouachita right now just outside the cut line with a league record of 4-10. They're 1 game out of that 3-way tie for 7th. Drive down the right side of the lane with 2 on the shot clock by Jakaya Clay, and she is fouled by Lyric Williams. It is Williams first, team foul number 2, and the Golden Suns have done a good job here in the first half playing defense without fouling a lot. Inbounds pass is stolen by J.C. Higgins. Higgins into the front court. Pulls up, shoots, and scores. J.C. Higgins, a 6-footer from right of the lane with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the second quarter. And for the first time tonight, the Golden Suns lead. It is 36-35. Right elbow, Eden Crow. Double teamed, feeds it underneath the basket for Clay, and Jakaya Clay lays it up and in. Jakaya Clay has 4 points, a minute 49 to go second quarter, and it's 37-36 Ouachita. Right wing Valines, pass deflected by Britton out of bounds on the baseline. And the Golden Suns will maintain possession with 20 on the shot clock. A minute 41 to go second quarter. Jayana Sanders, inbound pass, right wing for J.C. Higgins. Higgins dribbles left, gives it in the corner for Valines. Three-pointer good. Hannah Valines with her first three-pointer of the night. The Golden Suns are 6 out of 12 from beyond the arc as a team, and the Suns go back in front 39-37 on the Valines three-pointer. Top of the key, Gertzone with it for Ouachita. Hands it off to Madison Britton. Golden Suns have gone back man-to-man defensively. Free throw line jumper by Eden Crow is good. She rattles it home for her first made field goal of the game. 4 points for Crow, and we have our second tie of the evening, this one at 39 apiece. Valines drives, pulls up 14 feet away, got her shot blocked by Crow. Offensive rebound though, Golden Suns. Stackhouse misses the runner in the lane, and in the fight for the rebound, a whistle and a foul against Ouachita. They've got Maya Gertzone with the foul. It is her first personal. It is team foul number 4, despite the fact that head coach Gary Crowder of Ouachita Baptist disagrees with the call.
He might have some arguments there.
Jayana Sanders to make the inbound pass. 53.5 seconds to go, second quarter. Into Taylor. Leighton Taylor gives it right back to Sanders in the right corner. Jayana throws it out front for Stackhouse. On to Taylor, on to Higgins, left corner. JC dribbles up to the wing, passes top of the key for Leighton Taylor. Now Stackhouse gets it on the right wing, 40 seconds to go, second quarter. Shot clock at 15. Jayana for three, it is good. 10 first half points for Jayana Sanders and a 42-39 lead for Arkansas Tech. The Golden Suns are now, with that make, I misspoke earlier, I thought they were 6 out of 12 earlier. Now the Golden Suns are 6 out of 12 from three-point range.
50%, that's good.
Shot clock and the second quarter clock are essentially identical. Ouachita trying to wind it down. 8 seconds left in the half. Three-point try on its way and good for Madison Britton as she ties the score. Inbound to Sanders. Jayana from midcourt. It is no good, and we go to halftime after 20 minutes of basketball at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. It's Arkansas Tech 42 and Ouachita Baptist 42 at the team clean broadcast position. We step aside for 3 minutes. This is Golden Suns basketball. Halftime at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, and the team clean broadcast position here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com. Our score at the intermission is Arkansas Tech 42 and Ouachita Baptist 42. Let's take a look at the numbers. First for the Lady Tigers, they are 17 of 28 from the floor, 61%. 3 out of 7, 43% from three-point range, and Ouachita has made all 5 of its free throw attempts. Arkansas Tech also shooting the basketball well, 16 of 29, 55%, including 6 of 12, 50% from three-point range, and Arkansas Tech is 4 out of 7, 57% at the free throw line. Arkansas Tech with a 15-10 rebounding edge. Ouachita has 11 assists and 9 turnovers. Arkansas Tech with 7 assists and 11 turnovers. Individual leaders, first for Ouachita Baptist, leading the way is Olivia Huell with 13 points. Huell is 6 out of 8 from the floor. 7 points at halftime for Madison Britton. 5 points apiece for Maya Gertzone and Riley Lavender. Eden Crow and Jakaya Clay have 4 points apiece for Ouachita. Also 4 points at the intermission for Madison Rainey. Arkansas Tech is led by Jayana Sanders with 10 points. She is 4 out of 5 from the field. 9 points and 5 rebounds for Kavanche Stackhouse. Hannah Valines and J.C. Higgins have 7 points apiece for Arkansas Tech. Alicia Martis is officially credited with 4 points, 3 points for Leighton Taylor, and 2 points for Lyric Williams. Kiera Moses has also appeared in the game for Arkansas Tech as the Golden Suns and the Lady Tigers are tied at 42. Here at the team clean broadcast position, we will step aside for 3 minutes. And when we return, Kelly Davis will get us a look at the GAC scoreboard. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Halftime at John E. Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. The Arkansas Tech Golden Suns and the Ouachita Lady Tigers are tied at 42. But there are 5 other games going on in Great American Conference women's basketball at this hour, and I can think of no one more qualified to bring you those scores than Mr. Kelly Davis.
I tell you what, and we're going to make you wait just a second because let's go through the conference standings first.
I like it.
We have one asterisk already, my friends. Southwest Oklahoma State, they have already punched their ticket to the GAC tournament. They are 14-0 in conference play, 19-1 overall. They've won 19 games in a row. In second place, Southern Nazarene at 10-4. Then we have 4 teams with a 9-5 conference record. East Central, Harding, Henderson State, and Southeast Oklahoma. And then at 5-9, Ouachita Baptist, Northwest Oklahoma, and your Golden Suns. Ouachita 4-10, UAM 4-10, and Southern Arkansas at 1-13. So our halftime scores on the ladies' side tonight. Ouachita, Arkansas Tech, all tied up. As Sam likes to say, we have decided nothing this first half. It is UA Monticello with a 36-32 lead over Harding. It is Henderson State by 10, 33-23 over Southern Arkansas. Oklahoma Baptist 36, Southeast Oklahoma 33. It is Southern Nazarene 29, Northwest Oklahoma 25, and a close one, Southwest Oklahoma 44, East Central 40. All those are halftime scores, and we'll have you some finals here in just a little bit.
Want to bring one thing to everybody's attention. If you were planning on going out to Baswell Field this weekend to cheer on the Wonder Boys baseball team, that home debut has been postponed due to the rain that we received last night here in the Arkansas River Valley, along with the wind and everything else, but primarily the rain causing the Wonder Boys to move their games that were scheduled to be played here in Russellville. They will now be played in Edmond, Oklahoma this weekend. You'll be able to follow live coverage of Wonder Boys baseball from Edmond and live coverage of Golden Suns softball from a classic in Bentonville this weekend. And that's a look at what is coming up as the spring sports are now very much underway here at Arkansas Tech University. We will step aside for a 3-minute break and then come back with the second half. Arkansas Tech and Ouachita tied at 42. From the Team Clean broadcast position, this is Golden Suns basketball. with you from the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Hope you will join us again on Saturday afternoon, 1 p.m. for the Golden Suns, 3 p.m. for the Wonder Boys, as Arkansas Tech will make the trip down to the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia to take on the Southern Arkansas Lady Mule Riders and Mule Riders. And you'll be able to hear it all Saturday afternoon right here on River Country KCJC, ArkansasTechSports.com, and the all-new KCJC app. Golden Suns and Ouachita Baptist tied at 42 as we get ready for the second half here at Tucker Coliseum. Coming up tonight at approximately 7:30 p.m., it'll be the Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech taking on the Ouachita Tigers. The Wonder Boys trying to avenge a loss that they suffered at Ouachita Baptist back on November the 29th and continue a winning streak. Arkansas Tech's men have won 4 consecutive games coming into tonight as they make their postseason push and try to make their 12th consecutive postseason appearance. The Golden Suns looking for their 13th consecutive trip to the postseason. And a win here tonight would certainly help their business. Hannah Valines, Jayana Sanders, J.C. Higgins, Kavonche Stackhouse, and Lyric Williams, the starting 5, together again for the Suns to begin the second half. Hannah Valines hands it off top of the key for Sanders. Pass in the left corner. Now it goes back out top for Valines. She drives, dishes back out for Sanders. Sanders dribbles right, thought about a 3. Instead zips it down low for Lyric Williams. Layup will not go. Defensive rebound by Maya Gertzone of Ouachita Baptist. Into the front court for Madison Britton. Three-pointer is no good from the right corner. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched, they say, by Ouachita Baptist. It appeared that perhaps Kavonche Stackhouse touched it last, but the official had a better look at it than I did.
It looked like Ewell may have gotten the height advantage on the jump, may have tipped it.
Into the front court, Jayana Sanders, three-pointer no good. Defensive rebound by Madison Rainey of Ouachita Baptist. Lady Tigers into the front court. Top of the key, Gertzone hands it off right wing for Rainey. Now Olivia Huell with it on the right wing. 9 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Arkansas Tech and Ouachita right where they were at halftime, tied at 42. Gertzone dribbles left, and an illegal screen set by Ouachita. They've got Eden Crow as the guilty party. It is her third personal foul, team foul number 1 this quarter. And Jayana Sanders will bring it into the front court for Arkansas Tech.
I'm gonna figure that out one of these days. Trust me.
It's kind of like holding. I think you could call it
Maybe by the time I figure it out, they'll take it out of the rule book.
Left corner, Sanders out to Stackhouse, dribbles right, got bumped by Crow, no call. Stackhouse goes down the right side of the lane, lost her pivot foot, and the Golden Suns give the basketball right back. Turnover number 12 for Arkansas Tech. The Golden Suns are -2 on the turnover margin tonight as Eden Crow checks out for Ouachita, replaced by Riley Lavender.
A little bit of a sloppy start for both teams.
It'll be Gertzone to bring it into the front court. She has 4 assists tonight. She had a season-high 7 assists against Arkansas Tech back on November 29. Whistle and a foul against Arkansas Tech's Kavonche Stackhouse, her second personal foul, team foul number 1 this quarter. 8:32 to go third quarter, and the score remains the same as it was at halftime, tied at 42. Madison Britton makes the inbound pass to the top of the key for Lavender. Bumped by Valines. Ball goes into the backcourt. Valines tracks it down. Valines to the rim. Layup is no good. Rebound, J.C. Higgins. Higgins throws it cross-court for Sanders. Jayana is called for traveling. The Golden Suns
I'm not sure about that one, but he called it.
Well, Hannah Valines.
It was just a real quick move.
Yeah. Hannah Valines likely got away with a foul that created that entire scenario.
And thank goodness, because she's got 2 already.
Don't need her getting 3 this early. Still with 8:18 to go in the third quarter. Madison Britton pulls up top of the key, gives it left wing for Lavender, and she walks with the basketball. Ouachita Baptist with its 12th turnover. 3 of those have come here in the first minute 47 of this third quarter.
Let it be known, no bunny rabbits in the house tonight. You cannot get away with that.
We've had 5 turnovers and no points so far in the second half. Hannah Valines changes that. 3-pointer, good from the top of the key for Hannah Valines. And the Golden Suns surge in front 45 to 42 on the Valines 3-pointer. Her second of the game. She has 10 points in all. Gertzone gives it on the right baseline for Madison Rainey. Rainey defended by Lyric Williams. Bounce pass out to Gertzone, and Gertzone is fouled on a blocking call against Arkansas Tech's Lyric Williams. It'll be Lyric's second personal foul, team foul number 2, and Ouachita will throw it in from the baseline. Madison Britton to throw it in with 30 on the shot clock. Britton throws it out near midcourt for Maya Gertzone, and Gertzone will get them into their offense. Gertzone averaging 8 points per game over her last 4, has 5 points tonight, and after she makes the high post feed to Madison Rainey, a foul against Arkansas Tech's Jayana Sanders. It is Sanders' first, team foul number 3, and Ouachita will throw it in from the right sideline. 7:38 to go, third quarter. Arkansas Tech leading 45-42. Top of the key, Olivia Huell with it, has it poked away by Stackhouse. Huell able to get it back out to Britton, three-pointer no good. Defensive rebound by Lyric Williams of Arkansas Tech. Suns into the front court. Stackhouse stops at the top of the key. Ouachita is 0 for 2 from the field with 3 turnovers so far in this second half. Drive by Valines. Layup try blocked out of bounds by Madison Rainey. And the Suns will throw it in with 17 on the shot clock.
Good timing on that block. Give her credit.
Jayana Sanders to make the inbound pass. Throws it off the backside of Britton, gets it back, misses the layup, and Rainey has the defensive rebound for Ouachita Baptist. Eventually, the Great American Conference will learn to not turn its back to Jayana Sanders on those inbound passes.
It about worked again. She already pulled it off once tonight.
Lavender, 17-foot jumper from inside the top of the key, was blocked by Valines out of bounds. And Ouachita will maintain possession with 13 on the shot clock. Golden Suns had a chance at the defensive rebound, but 2 Arkansas Tech players crashed into each other. The inbound pass for Rainey. Gives it out to Gertzone. Now Olivia Huell takes the basketball at the top of the key. Kavanche Stackhouse on her. Huell drives, layup try is no good. Stackhouse forced the miss and rebounded it. Stackhouse's outlet pass was deflected. Kavanche saves the loose ball, goes to the rim, and lays it in. Kavanche Stackhouse stayed with it through the deflection. She's got 11 points. The Suns have scored the first 5 points of the second half, and Tech leads 47-42. Now a foul on Stackhouse, and she was guarding Huell in the post, and Stack had 2 hands on her. That's 3 personal fouls on Stackhouse. Team foul number 4. And Ouachita will throw it in with a fresh shot clock as Jakaya Clay replaces Madison Rainey for Ouachita. Inbound pass to Clay at the right elbow. She steps back, shoots from 16 feet. It is an air ball out of bounds, and the basketball goes to Arkansas Tech. Ouachita now 0 for 5 from the field in the second half, after in the first half they shot 61% from the floor. Sanders into the front court, gives it right wing for J.C. Higgins. Higgins penetrates, gives to Lyric Williams. 12-foot jumper from left of the lane is no good. Defensive rebound, Olivia Huell. Transition opportunity for Huell. Cut off by Stackhouse. Gives it out top of the key for Gertzone. Gertzone dribbles right. Now Jakaya Clay with the basketball. They reverse it left side for Lavender. Lavender gives to Huell. Huell double teamed, had it stripped away. It is stolen by Hannah Valines. Valines one-on-one against Lavender. Goes in, runner in the lane, no good. Defensive rebound by Huell after Lavender forced the miss in transition. Good transition defense by Riley Lavender. Suns slow to recover defensively, and it leads to a layup for Jakaya Clay off a Maya Gertzone assist. First 2 points of the second half for Ouachita cut the Arkansas Tech lead to 47-44. Jakaya Clay now with 6 points on the night. Hannah Valines dribbles to the top of the key, defended by Lavender. Passes right wing for Jayana Sanders. 11 on the shot clock. Sanders gets into the lane, gets to the rim. Scoop shot is no good. Lyric Williams cleans it up. Put back try good. Lyric Williams with the offensive rebound and the putback. She's got 4 points and 4 rebounds, and the Golden Suns want timeout. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Third quarter, Arkansas Tech 49, Ouachita Baptist 44. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Golden Suns. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Arkansas Tech leading 49-44, holding Ouachita to just 1 of 6 shooting from the floor and forcing the Lady Tigers into 4 turnovers here over the first 4 minutes and 54 seconds of this third quarter. Alicia Martis and Leighton Taylor will check in for Arkansas Tech. J.C. Higgins, Kavanche Stackhouse, and Hannah Valines stay in the game for Arkansas Tech. For Ouachita, it's Madison Britton, Maya Gertzone, Riley Lavender, Olivia Hewell, and Jakaya Clay. The basketball belongs to Ouachita. 5:06 to go in the third quarter, and the Suns lead it by 5. A much-needed game for both of these teams in terms of their postseason hopes. Top of the key, Riley Lavender gives left side for Jakaya Clay. Clay dribbles up to the top of the key, hands it off to Gertzone. Gertzone defended by Leighton Taylor. Bounce pass to Hewell. They're going to clear it out for Hewell. She'll go one-on-one against J.C. Higgins. Hewell wants to drive down the right side of the lane, and J.C. fouled her. The foul will send Hewell to the free throw line when we come back. The foul on J.C. Higgins is her first. It is team foul number 5. 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go, third quarter. Arkansas Tech 49, Ouachita Baptist 44 at the team clean broadcast position. We break for 1 minute. This is Golden Suns basketball. Kelly Davis has Great American Conference women's basketball scores.
Bunch of close ones. Southern Naz 36, Northwest 35. It is Southwest 61, East Central 56, Southeast 48, Oklahoma Baptist 49. Harding and UAM tied at 40, and Henderson State running away 57-28 over Southern Arkansas.
Olivia Hewell goes 1 out of 2, missing the second one. Offensive rebound, Jakaya Clay missed on the first putback try, missed on the second putback try. Now another offensive rebound for Ouachita. Clay fakes a pass, drives, and Martis fouls her on the layup try. It'll be 2 free throws for Jakaya Clay, who was unstoppable on the offensive glass that trip down the floor for the Lady Tigers, and she is rewarded with 2 free throws. The foul on Alicia Martis of Arkansas Tech is her second personal foul. Clay to the free throw line for the first time tonight. First try on its way and no good for the Marion product. Clay is a 61% free throw shooter on the year. Had 2 points and 8 rebounds against Southern Naz on Saturday. Had 7 points and a season-high 9 rebounds against Arkansas Tech back on November 29th. She makes 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. And it is now 49-46, a 3-point lead for the Golden Suns. Shot up, good, and a foul. It'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Arkansas Tech, courtesy of a foul against Jakaya Clay. And it is Alicia Martis with the bucket plus the foul. The foul on Jakaya Clay is her first personal. It is team foul number 2, and Martis, who has 6 points on the night, will head to the line and shoot for her 7th. Martis did not score against Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday, but had 4 rebounds. Her free throw is good. Alicia Martis, a 68% free throw shooter on the year, converts the 3-point play, and it's 52-46, a 6-point lead for Arkansas Tech. Right wing Eden Crow gives it up to Gertzone. Now Clay flashes to the high post, makes a catch, finds Britton on a backdoor cut, but she can't make the layup. then a whistle and a blocking foul a long time after the shot was no good.
Delay.
And it's against Cavanche Stackhouse, and that's 4 on Cavanche. She'll be replaced momentarily by Jayana Sanders. Madison Britton to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Britton is a 66% free throw shooter. She makes the first one. Sanders in, Stackhouse out for Arkansas Tech.
Maybe it was one of those, well, let's see if it goes in first.
I believe that was exactly the case. Second free throw is no good, and J.C. Higgins has the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. We go under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Suns with the ball and a 52-47 lead. Jayana Sanders dribbles to the left wing. Defended by Huell, gives it in the corner for Valines, three-pointer good. Hannah Valines with her third three-pointer of the game. She's got 13 points, and the Golden Suns have their largest margin of the night, a 55-47 advantage with 3:33 to go now. Drive by Huell, layup, no good. Rebound, out of bounds, and it belongs to Arkansas Tech. The Golden Suns get it back with their 8-point lead intact. Arkansas Tech has made its last 3 field goal tries. Meanwhile, Ouachita now 1 out of 10 with 4 turnovers here in this third quarter of play. Jayana Sanders gets to the left elbow, penetrates, kicks it out to Taylor. Now to Higgins at the top of the key. JC from 14 feet, no good. Defensive rebound by Madison Britton of Ouachita Baptist. Gertzone over the timeline. Goes to the left wing, leaves it out front with Jakaya Clay. Clay dribbles right, and a traveling violation on Jakaya Clay. Good help defense there by Leighton Taylor to force that turnover. Alicia Martis will check out for the Suns, replaced by Lyric Williams. And so it's now Jayana Sanders, Hannah Valines, Leighton Taylor, Lyric Williams, and J.C. Higgins, the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech, with an 8-point lead for the Suns. Leighton Taylor, defended by Olivia Huell, gives in the corner for Jayana Sanders. Zip pass for Lyric Williams in the low post, out to Valines. Hannah drives, 10-foot jumper, good for Hannah Valines. She is 5 out of 8 from the field, 15 points for Valines, and the Suns' lead is into double figures at 57-47 after 5 straight points from Hannah Valines. The Golden Suns on an 8-1 run, and now a turnover by Ouachita will give the Suns a chance to add to that run after this timeout by Ouachita Baptist. Arkansas Tech leads 57-47, 2:32 to go, third quarter. At the Team Clean broadcast position, we pause for 30 seconds. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Arkansas Tech's defense, the story so far here in the third quarter, as the Golden Suns have held Ouachita to 1 out of 10 shooting from the field and forced the Lady Tigers now into 6 turnovers in this third quarter. And that has allowed Arkansas Tech to outscore the Lady Tigers by a margin of 15-5 so far in this third quarter. And the Golden Suns now lead at 57-47 as we check with Kelly Davis on any other GAC scores that he has at this hour.
Well, at the end of the third quarter, Henderson State 59, Southern Arkansas 33, is Oklahoma Baptist 52, Southeast Oklahoma 51. And almost the end of the third quarter, Southwest Oklahoma hanging on to a 69, 62, 63 now lead over East Central.
Jayana Sanders brings it into the front court for Arkansas Tech. A chance to add to an 8-1 run. Out to Leighton Taylor for 3. It is good from the left corner for Leighton Taylor. And Arkansas Tech leads by 13, 60-47. Second 3 of the night for Leighton Taylor. And it's now an 11-1 run for the Golden Suns. Now an illegal screen set by Ouachita. They've got Rachel Wilson. It is her first personal foul. Team foul number 3, and the Golden Suns get it back on turnover number 7 by Ouachita Baptist in this third quarter. Into the front court come the Golden Suns. Top of the key, Valines gives it right side to J.C. Higgins. Higgins drives the baseline, double teamed out to Sanders, on to Valines for three. It is good again. The Golden Suns are now 10 out of 17 from three-point range, and Arkansas Tech on a 14-1 run leads it 63-47. Top of the key, Huell. Ouachita confused and frustrated offensively. Gertzone takes the basketball, zips it down low for Eden Crow. Crow double team, turnaround jumper, no good. Defensive rebound by J.C. Higgins of Arkansas Tech. Into the front court come the Suns. Left side, Higgins. They reverse it to the right wing for Jayonna Sanders. Sanders gets a pick from Lyric Williams, kicks it out to Valines, left corner three, good again! Make it 11 three-pointers for the Golden Suns, including 5 by Hannah Valines, and Ouachita wants another timeout. Golden Suns lead 66-47 at the Team Clean broadcast position. We pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Hannah Valines has scored 11 points in the last 2 minutes and 31 seconds. She has 21 points in all. The Golden Suns on a 17-1 run lead it 66-47.
Tell you what, several of them from that one spot.
Yeah, that left corner has been a
very
friend
good to her.
To not only her, Leighton Taylor also made one from that same spot. Late in the third quarter, and the Golden Suns have opened up a 66-47 lead. Top of the key, Eden Crow with it. Gives it right wing for Madison Rainey. Rainey defended by Lyric Williams. Gives it across to Olivia Huell. Ouachita 1 of 11 from the field in the third quarter. Gertzone, 10 on the shot clock. Zips it down low to Rainey. Layup will not go. Make it 1 out of 12. And Gary Crowder is exasperated on the Ouachita bench.
They were just snake bit on that one.
Right wing Sanders. Gets a pick from Lyric Williams. Shoots from the right elbow. It is no good. Rebound, Ouachita Baptist. Maya Gertzone gets it. Ahead on the fast break for Olivia Huell. Huell penetrates, layup, no good. Gets her own rebound, put back try, no good. Rebound, J.C. Higgins of Arkansas Tech. And Ouachita is now 1 out of 14 from the field in this third quarter. And that's likely how they will end the quarter, as the Golden Suns will hold for the final shot of this period.
This quarter was not kind to Ouachita.
Golden Suns have outscored them 24-5 since halftime. Sanders, 5 seconds left in the third, drives, gives on the left baseline for Lyric Williams, no good from 17 feet. Rebound, Madison Britton, and that is how the third quarter comes to an end. And what a 10 minutes it was for the Golden Suns. They now lead it 66-47 at the Team Clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Ten minutes left in this one. Arkansas Tech 66, Ouachita Baptist 47. The Golden Suns in that third quarter were 5 out of 6 from three-point range. Ouachita was 1 of 14 from the field overall during the third period. And as a result, the Golden Suns took what was a tie game at halftime and have opened up a 19-point lead. Missed jumper, Arkansas Tech defensive rebound, and J.C. Higgins brings it into the front court. The miss was by Madison Rainey. J.C. Higgins goes to the right wing, gives it there for Jayana Sanders. Feed in the post for Lyric Williams. She'll try from 10 feet, short, no good. Rebound fought for, but it's Madison Rainey of Ouachita Baptist who comes away with the loose ball. Over the timeline on the dribble, Maya Gertzone. Gives it top of the key for Madison Rainey. Now they pass it right side. Eden Crow with it. Crow pass on the right wing for Gertzone. Three-pointer good for Maya Gertzone. That is the first point for Ouachita Baptist since the 4:01 mark of the third quarter. So it had been 5 minutes since they had scored a point before that Gertzone three-pointer.
That was her first points of the half.
Gertzone now with 8 points overall. It was her second three-pointer of the night. Hannah Valines, right elbow extended, throws it out to Lyric Williams. She'll try from 12 feet. It is good. Lyric Williams has 6 points. 8:41 to go fourth quarter, and the Suns lead 68-50. Top of the key, Eden Crow with it for Ouachita. Lady Tigers look a little bit spent. Rainey will put up a three. It is no good. Defensive rebound by Hannah Valines. Valines will bring it over the timeline for Arkansas Tech. Golden Suns will not get in a big hurry here offensively unless something really easy presents itself. Sanders goes left, down the left side of the lane. Layup is good for Jayana Sanders. Sanders has 12 points, 8:08 to go fourth quarter, and the Suns lead reaches a new high water mark at 20 points. 70-50. Layup try is good for Madison Britton, and a foul against Arkansas Tech with 7:58 to go. The foul on the Golden Suns is on Lyric Williams, her third personal foul. She'll be replaced by Alicia Martis. And a free throw for Britton, who is 1 out of 2 at the line tonight. She has 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists for Madison Britton. It is the 15th time this year that she has reached double figures in scoring for the Lady Tigers. Her free throw try is good. 7 minutes and 58 seconds to play. Golden Suns with the ball and a 70-53 lead. Sanders into the front court, gets a high ball screen from Martis. Looks for in a pick and roll, gives it to her. Martis misses the layup, gets her own rebound, turns to face the basket, throws it out to Leighton Taylor. Shot clock at 14. Sanders drives down the left side of the lane, pass into traffic, deflected. Sanders saves the loose ball, gets it back from Leighton Taylor now, kicks it back to Taylor, on to Higgins. JC for three, it is no good from the top of the key. Rebound Martis. The putback try was deflected out of bounds by Ouachita, and the Suns will maintain possession. Riley Lavender is in for Ouachita in place of Eden Crow. Kiera Moses is in for Arkansas Tech, and she will spell Jayana Sanders. 7 minutes and 26 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Arkansas Tech leading 70-53. Inbound pass, corner for Valines. She penetrates, runner in the lane, short, no good. Defensive rebound by Madison Britton. Britton into the front court, stops on the right wing and leaves it there with Olivia Hewell. Hewell has been a non-factor here in the second half after she scored 13 points in the first half. They give it to her in the low post. She spins, shoots over a double team, and it is good. Olivia Hewell with her first field goal of the second half. And it is 70-55. The Golden Suns lead is down to 15 as Ouachita has scored the last 5 points. Valine stops the left elbow, shoots and misses from 15 feet. Defensive rebound by Rainey. 6:48 to go, still a lot of time. Outlet pass for Lavender, dangerous three-point shooter. It is no good. Offensive rebound and a putback try and a foul against Arkansas Tech. It was Madison Rainey who got the offensive rebound, and she was fouled on the putback attempt by Arkansas Tech's Alicia Martis. Martis' third personal foul. And it'll be 2 free throws for Rainey. Rainey's first trip to the free throw line tonight. She is an 82% free throw shooter this season. First try on its way and no good for Rainey. Kavanche Stackhouse with 4 fouls is back in the game for the Suns in place of Leighton Taylor. Second try now for Rainey with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Her free throw is on its way. It is good. Ouachita Baptist has scored the last 6 points in the game, and it is 70-56. Arkansas Tech with the lead and the ball. Golden Suns have missed their last 4 field goal attempts. Kiera Moses' pass is deflected out of bounds by Madison Britton. And the Golden Suns will maintain possession with 22 on the shot clock. Kavonche Stackhouse gets it into a cutting Kiera Moses. She feeds Martis on the right block. Martis finds Stackhouse cutting through the lane. Her jumper is no good. Martis with the rebound and the putback, and it is good. Alicia Martis with 9 points. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to play, fourth quarter, and it is 72-56. A much needed bucket there for the Suns to make sure they don't let Ouachita get too much of a good feeling here. Britton misses the jumper in the lane. Rebound is out of bounds off Ouachita, and the Golden Suns will have the basketball. 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Arkansas Tech 72, Ouachita 56. Kiera Moses passes right wing for J.C. Higgins. Out it goes to Valines, who leads all scorers with 21 points. J.C. Higgins dribbles right, hands it off on the wing for Valines. Spin move, dishes back out to Higgins. J.C. with it in the right corner with 12 to shoot. Drives the baseline, layup, good for J.C. Higgins. She's got 9 points, 5:45 to go, and 4 straight points by the Golden Suns have restored order. Layup by Gertzone, no good. Defensive rebound, Kavonche Stackhouse. Suns the other way with 5.5 minutes to go and an 18-point lead. Stackhouse throws it in the left corner for Higgins. J.C. Higgins loses her dribble, gets it back, penetrates, dishes for Moses. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Arkansas Tech. Martis got it. Out to Higgins for 3, no good. Rebound, Ouachita Baptist. Madison Rainey gets the defensive rebound. 5:09 to go. Suns by 18. Drive, shot up, no good for Madison Britton. Defensive rebound by Hannah Valines of Arkansas Tech.
Good time to slow it down, start taking some time off the clock.
We go under 5 minutes to play. Arkansas Tech with the ball and a 74-56 lead. Stackhouse gets inside the painted area, gets to the rim. Layup is good for Kavonche Stackhouse. 13 points and 7 rebounds for Stackhouse. 4:42 to play, and it's 76-56. Suns by 20. Three-pointer good by Britton with 4:36 left. Madison Britton with 14 points. That's her second three-pointer of the night. Stackhouse over the timeline on the dribble for Arkansas Tech. Ouachita in a man-to-man defense as Stackhouse looks to drive. Dishes out for Moses, back to Stackhouse. Now Higgins gets at the top of the key. JC drives, dishes left corner for Valines. Three-pointer, good again. Hannah Valines is 6 out of 7 from three-point range. She's got 24 points, and with 4:06 remaining, the Suns' lead is back to 20 at 79-59.
She found her old spot again.
Gertzone into the front court, gives to Huell. Huell down the left side of the lane. Layup is good and a foul on J.C. Higgins. It'll be Higgins' second. Timeout on the floor. 3:53 to go. Arkansas Tech 79, Ouachita Baptist 61 at the Team Clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute plus a station ID. You're listening to the Golden Suns. Kelly Davis has Great American Conference scores.
It is Henderson State 69, Southern Arkansas 47, UAM 52, Harding 56, Southeast Oklahoma 63, Oklahoma Baptist 62, Southwest Oklahoma 82, East Central 73, Southern Naz 50, Northwest Oklahoma 45.
Huell makes the free throw out of the media timeout, completing the three-point play and cutting the Arkansas Tech lead to 79-62. Basketball belongs to the Golden Suns. Ouachita showing some full court pressure. It's a 2-2-1 press. Jayana Sanders throws it over the timeline for Leighton Taylor. Taylor dribbles to the top of the key, hands it off there for Sanders. 3 minutes and 41 seconds left. Sanders penetrates, feeds Lyric Williams. Her layup try is no good, but Lyric was fouled and will shoot 2 free throws. The call on Ouachita is against Eden Crow. That is her 4th personal foul. Team foul number 1 this quarter on the Lady Tigers. And Lyric Williams to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Lyric has 6 points and 4 rebounds. First one rattles out, no good. Lyric is a 53% free throw shooter this year. Had 6 points and 3 rebounds against Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday. Makes the second one. 3:39 to go. Arkansas Tech leads 80-62. Ouachita into the front court. Top of the key, Eden Crow, defended by Hannah Valines. Passes left side for Jakaya Clay. Clay feeds the post, and as she does, a whistle and a foul against Arkansas Tech. And Kavanche Stackhouse is fouled out of the game. Kavanche done with 3:27 to go. She is replaced by J.C. Higgins. Stackhouse had 13 points and 7 rebounds tonight. The inbound pass for Ouachita comes right wing for Riley Lavender. Lavender checked by Leighton Taylor, goes left, gets a pick from Jakaya Clay, gives it to Clay on a pick and pop. Clay drives, cut off by Lyric Williams, tough 12-foot shot, no good. Lyric forced the miss, Sanders rebounded it. Long outlet for J.C. Higgins, too long in fact. It goes out of bounds, and Arkansas Tech gives it right back with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Has gone final. Henderson State 70, Southern Arkansas 49.
The Lady Mule Riders will be the Golden Suns opponent Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia. Britton behind a Crow screen, shoots for 3. It is no good. Defensive rebound by Lyric Williams of Arkansas Tech. Under 3 minutes to go now. Suns with the ball and an 80-62 lead. Higgins, left corner 3. It is good. J.C. Higgins with the 3-pointer from the left corner. And the shot chart is going to have a lot of smiley faces in that left corner for the Golden Suns.
That is a hot spot for everybody.
Higgins with 12 points. That's her second 3. The Golden Suns are 13 out of 23 from three-point range here tonight. Shot up, no good for Ouachita. Rebound, Arkansas Tech. Suns into the front court. Leading by 21. Right wing, Jayana Sanders gives left side to Higgins. JC drives, dishes out to Valines. On it goes to Sanders. Now Lyric Williams gets it at the high post. Lyric double teamed. Bounce pass out of it to Jayana Sanders. 9 to shoot. Sanders drives, and her pass is off target. Turnover, Arkansas Tech. That for the Golden Suns is just their 4th turnover of the second half.
Looks
15
like
in all.
Ouachita is throwing in the towel. Mass substitution here.
Laura Spradlin is in for Ouachita for the first time, along with Jessie Bennett. Rachel Wilson is back in the game for the Lady Tigers. Also in for the first time for Ouachita, Kara Rogers is back in for the first time is Taylor Wells. And Coach Dave Wilbers will respond in kind by clearing his bench. His bench just not nearly as long as the Golden Suns, not very deep. Drive by Taylor Wells, can't get the jumper in the lane to go. Defensive rebound by Arkansas Tech with 1:37 to go. Jayana Sanders ahead to Higgins. Layup good for J.C. Higgins. 14 points for Higgins. And Coach Wilbers calls timeout just for substitution purposes, as J.C. Higgins will check out. And also checking out for the Golden Suns, it'll be Jayana Sanders. In for the first time tonight for Arkansas Tech is Brianna Emmett. Brianna Emmett, a 5'8" freshman guard from Kingston, is in for the first time. And making her Golden Suns debut is Holly Crutchfield, 5'11" freshman forward from Glen Rose. Top of the key, Laura Spradlin with it for Ouachita. 1:16 to go. Shot is up and good for Jessie Bennett with 1:13 to go. It's 83-64. Ouachita down by, 85-64. I failed to record a bucket a minute ago. 85-64 is the Arkansas Tech lead. Drive by Crutchfield, gets the runner to go down the right side of the lane, and she draws a foul. It'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Holly Crutchfield here with 59.2 seconds to go, and she will shoot 1.
Arkansas Tech bench is loving that.
Crutchfield's free throw is good. This is not your typical late season addition. She was a 4-time all-conference performer in high school. So she's got the requisite skills. Layup no good for Rachel Wilson of Ouachita. The Golden Suns have the ball. Arkansas Tech will improve to 9-12 overall and 6-9 in the Great American Conference. Ouachita will fall to 6-15 overall, 4-11 in the league as Brianna Emmett misses a three. Offensive rebound, Leighton Taylor out to Crutchfield. She distributes to Lyric Williams, 16-foot jumper, no good. Crutchfield gets the offensive rebound, throws it out to Kiera Moses. Now in the left corner for Emmett. Emmett tries to drive, cut off, gives it up to Crutchfield. Crutchfield runs over a Ouachita player, and they correctly call her for an offensive foul. Ouachita will have it with 19.1 seconds to go. And it'll be Kara Rogers to bring it over the timeline for Ouachita. Bounce pass to the right wing. Out it goes, left side for Rogers. Three-pointer no good. Crutchfield with the defensive rebound. And the Golden Suns can just dribble it out from here. Final score tonight from Tucker Coliseum is Arkansas Tech 88, Ouachita Baptist 64. Make it 12 consecutive wins in the series for the Golden Suns, and an important victory on the road to Bartlesville. Back in 30 seconds with Coach Wilbur's Golden Suns win. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Back with you at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, scene of an 88-64 Golden Suns win tonight. We are joined by Dave Wilbers, head coach of the Golden Suns. And Coach, the key to this game was your third quarter defense. You held Ouachita to 1 of 14 shooting from the field and forced them into 7 turnovers during that third quarter. What did you see that you liked from your team during those 10 minutes?
Well, we talked about at halftime, we just need to play with a little more energy. We were in good position, and we just were standing too much. And I think it was one of these games that, everybody was kind of trying to get in the flow of the game, and both teams were kind of having trouble, but both teams were scoring on both ends. But I thought our defense was really good, a lot of energy, and then we got some good movement on offense, and just a really good shooting night too.
Another thing that really changed, you were able to take more advantage of that shooting in the second half because you really were able to cut down the turnovers. Really, that started to happen even late in the first half. A lot of turnovers early on, but as the game wore on, your team, and I think that goes back to what you're saying about just getting into the flow of the game.
Yeah. We watch a lot of tape, and people turn the ball over a lot against the Ouachita because they're long, and they have some good athletes, and it's just one of those things that are a hard team to get used to. But once you get used to them and get in the flow of the game, it seems like you get better on offense, you get better shots, you take care of the ball. But it's not uncommon, and it's really kind of expected. You watch all tape, people turn the ball over against them early.
If this team is going to make it to Bartlesville and then have a chance to make some noise once you get there, the 6th, 7th, 8th players in your rotation have to keep getting better, and we're seeing evidence of that right now. I thought Alicia Martis took a huge step forward tonight into what she can be for this team the rest of the way.
Yeah, I challenged Alicia. She's one of the best rebounders in the West Texas League, or the East Texas League, which is the toughest JUCO league in America. And she was the top rebounder. I challenged her. I said, you got to get some boards for us. And I think she took the challenge and jumped over some people. And to her, benefit, she's just feeling healthier now. She had a serious concussion, but she's just getting her legs back under her and feeling healthier.
All right, we'll see you on Saturday.
All right, thanks, Sam.
That is Dave Wilbers, head coach of the Arkansas Tech Golden Suns, following an 88-64 win tonight over Ouachita Baptist. Here at the Team Clean broadcast position, we will pause for 4 minutes and then come back with a look at the final numbers. Golden Suns win. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Back at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, the Golden Suns have defeated Ouachita 88-64. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Ouachita 24 of 60 from the field. That is 40%. They were 5 of 15 from three-point range, 33%. And the Lady Tigers 11 out of 15, 73% at the free throw line. Arkansas Tech 34 of 67 from the field, 51%, including 13 out of 24, 54% from beyond the three-point arc tonight for the Golden Suns. And Tech was 7 out of 11, 64%. at the free throw line. The Golden Suns out-rebounded the Lady Tigers 43-29. The turnovers ended up even at 16 apiece. The Golden Suns finished with a 12-3 edge in second chance points. Individual leaders, first for Ouachita, 2 in double figures. Olivia Huell had 19 points and 14 points tonight for Madison Britton. Arkansas Tech was led by Hannah Valines, who scored a game-high 24 points, 11 of which came during that decisive 17-1 run that the Golden Suns went on over, looking back at the play-by-play, over the final 4 minutes and 16 seconds of the third quarter. Valines did a lot of damage during that time and finished with 24 points, 14 points, 6 rebounds for J.C. Higgins, 13 points, 7 rebounds for Kavanche Stackhouse, 12 points, 7 assists for Jayana Sanders. Alicia Martis off the bench with 9 points and 8 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive glass, 7 points and 6 rebounds for Lyric Williams, 6 points for Leighton Taylor, 3 points off the bench for Holly Crutchfield in her Arkansas Tech debut. Kiera Moses and Brianna Emmett also appeared in the game for Arkansas Tech. The Golden Suns without Ryan Goodsell tonight due to the flu. Hope to get her back soon, but tonight it is a Golden Suns victory as Arkansas Tech defeats Ouachita 88-64. At the team clean broadcast position, we will pause for 3 minutes and then come back with a look at the GAC scoreboard. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Back at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, where the Golden Suns have defeated Ouachita 88-64. And here with a look at the other GAC women's basketball scores tonight is Mr. Kelly Davis.
Well, we have all finals for you right now. Your Golden Suns 88, Ouachita Baptist 64. It was Harding by 10, 73-63 over UA Monticello. Henderson State 70, Southern Arkansas 49. And it was Northwest Oklahoma 56, Southern Nazarene 55, Oklahoma Baptist 74, Southeast Oklahoma 72, and Southwest Oklahoma, they just keep rolling. 91-76 over East Central. Two games that we were keeping a close eye out was the Ouachita Baptist and Northwest Oklahoma games. They end up winning some tight ones. And so Oklahoma Baptist, Arkansas Tech, and Northwest Oklahoma, they remain in that tie with a 6-9 conference mark. You have Southwest Oklahoma now at 15-0 in conference play. A three-way tie for second. Southern Nazarene, Harding, and Henderson State all at 10-5. At 9-6, East Central and Southeast Oklahoma, and then your Golden Suns come in there with that 6-9 record. Ouachita Baptist and UAM at 4-11, and Southern Arkansas 1-14 in the conference play so far this year. So that's how it stands. We'll give you another recap at halftime of the men's game and double check our figures, make sure we have them right.
The Golden Suns have won 3 out of their last 4 games, and they remain inside the cut line to make it to the GAC tournament with 7 regular season games remaining. Golden Suns win 88-64. We will break for 3 minutes and then come back with our pregame coverage of the Wonder Boys and the Ouachita Tigers. That's in 3 minutes. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Live from Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, it's time for Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys basketball. Tonight, the Wonder Boys host the Ouachita Baptist Tigers in Great American Conference action here on River Country KCJC. Good evening, friends. My name is Sam Streisner. Thank you for joining us. Kelly Davis will be along in just a few minutes. Arkansas Tech is 8-12 overall and 6-8 in the GAC. The Wonder Boys have won 4 consecutive games and 6 of their last 8. Arkansas Tech tied its school record for made three-pointers in a game with 20 during an 84-82 victory over Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday. Ouachita Baptist is 8-10 overall and 5-9 in the GAC. The Tigers have lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they are 1-7 in true road games this season. Thank you for joining us from the Team Clean broadcast position. We will pause for 30 seconds and then come back with the starting lineups. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Back at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, here are the starters for tonight's men's game. First for our guests from the loveliest village on the Ouachita River, the Ouachita Baptist the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. They are 8-10 overall. The Ouachita men 5-9 in the league. They are coached by Dennis Nutt, who is 115-100 in 8 years at Ouachita. Starting at the guards, Malin Martin, 5'10 senior, Little Rock. 15.7 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Eric Brown, 6'2 junior, Greenville, Mississippi, 4.6 points and 1.2 rebounds per contest. Along with Matthew Ward, a 6'3 senior from Charleston, 2.1 points and 0.3 rebounds per game. The forwards for Ouachita are Isaiah Harper, 6'4 junior from Little Rock, 2.5 points and 2.1 rebounds per game, and Matt Stanley, a 6'8 sophomore from Cabot, 8.5 points and 5.1 rebounds per contest. Now the starters for the homestanding Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, 8-12 overall, 6-8 in the GAC. Chad Klein in his 5th season with the Wonder Boys as their head coach. His record is 80-59. Prince Johnson is his assistant coach, and Justin Graham is the GA. Starting at the guards, Alex Brown, 6'3 senior, Vernon, Florida, 14.7 points and 6 rebounds per game. He is the reigning Great American Conference Player of the Week. Will Adler, 6'6 senior, Andover, Kansas, 15.6 points and 6.3 rebounds per game. Freddie Lee, 5'7 senior, Clarksville, 7.6 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game. And Josiah Thomas, 6'2 junior, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, 3.6 points and 1.8 rebounds per game. The forward for the Wonder Boys is Ramses Sandifer, a 6'8 junior from Arcola, Mississippi, 8.1 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. This will be the 161st all-time men's basketball meeting between these two institutions of higher learning. Ouachita leads the series 85-75, including an 86-81 victory over Arkansas Tech earlier this season on November 29th at Vining Arena in Arkadelphia. The Wonder Boys trying to avenge that loss here tonight and maintain their momentum as the Wonder Boys trying to get back up off the mat, which is where they were a few weeks ago, and make it into the GAC tournament and earn the 12th consecutive postseason appearance for Arkansas Tech men's basketball.
Looks like R.J. Glassford's in street clothes tonight, so we'll see how the adjustments are made with the rotations for Coach Klein and the staff.
Second consecutive game the Wonder Boys have been without RJ. He missed Saturday's game with a sore knee, and we assume that is the reason for him not being dressed out tonight as well.
Well, if you have a chance to get in the GAC tournament, you sure want them to be healthy for that.
Absolutely. That's what's going to matter the most. As it'll be Ramsey Sandifer against Matt Stanley for the opening tip, which is controlled by Arkansas Tech. And Freddie Lee, the third leading assist man in Arkansas Tech history with 481 career assists, gets the Wonder Boys into their offense. He has it on the left wing, dribbles to the top of the key, passes right wing for Adler. Handoff there for Josiah Thomas. He will think about a three over Matthew Ward. Instead gives it in the corner. Three-pointer no good for Adler. Defensive rebound, Ouachita Baptist. Tigers in transition. Right wing catch made by for Ouachita by Eric Brown. He feeds it down low to Stanley. And Matt Stanley lays it up and in for Ouachita. And the Tigers lead 2-0 early on at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Left side, Josiah Thomas with it for the Wonder Boys. Hands it off to Alex Brown. Brown gets a pick from Sandifer, shoots for three. It is good. Alex Brown with the 163rd three-pointer of his Arkansas Tech career, 7th most in Wonder Boys history, and he gives Arkansas Tech its first lead of the game at 3-2. Left wing on the dribble, Kendarius Smith, actually a starter for Ouachita, as the Tigers apparently made at least one change to their starting lineup after they initially reported it. It is Kendarius Smith, a 6'2 sophomore guard from Conway, averaging 9.7 points per game, who is among the starting five for Ouachita. Three-pointer on the way and good for Will Adler. Back-to-back threes for the Wonder Boys, and Arkansas Tech leads 6-2. Kendarius Smith, Eric Brown, Malin Martin, Matthew Ward, and Matt Stanley are the five for Ouachita. So it is Kendarius Smith instead of Isaiah Harper is the change in that Ouachita starting five. Drive by Stanley, pivots, loses the handle. It's stolen away for Tech by Alex Brown. Brown into the front court, pulls up, gives it in the left corner for Freddie Lee. He drives, reverse layup, good. Freddie Lee down the left baseline for the two, and the Wonder Boys have rattled off 8 unanswered points to take an 8-2 lead 2 minutes into this game. Left side, Matthew Ward with it for Ouachita, defended by Will Adler. Man-to-man defense for Arkansas Tech. Stanley takes it on the left baseline, drives into the paint, goes to the rim, misses the layup. Sandifer forced the miss and rebounded it. Into the front court comes Arkansas Tech. Drive by Josiah Thomas, off the window and good for Josiah Thomas as he gets the transition bucket and make it 10 straight points now for Arkansas Tech and a 10-2 lead for the Wonder Boys. Top of the key, Matthew Ward. Checked there by Will Adler. Passes on the left wing for Eric Brown. Three-pointer good for Eric Brown. Brown with the three from the left wing. He's just a 27% shooter from beyond the arc this year. But he cuts the Arkansas Tech lead to 10-5. Sandifer sets a pick. Josiah Thomas goes right. They feed it to Sandifer down the post. Turnaround fadeaway jumper is good for Ramsey Sandifer. He scores from 10 feet away left of the lane. It is 12-5 Arkansas Tech. First 2 points of the game for Sandifer. Now top of the key, Kendarius Smith with it for Ouachita. Flashing out high to make a catch is Eric Brown. Errant pass stolen for Arkansas Tech by Freddie Lee. Lee into the front court, leaves it with the trailer. Adler, wide open three, no good. Rebounded for Ouachita by Matt Stanley. Into the front court on the dribble, Malin Martin. Martin had 29 points against Arkansas Tech in the first meeting between these two teams. He is fouled by Freddie Lee. It is Lee's first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Ouachita makes a couple of changes as Trey Harris, 5'11" junior guard from Little Rock, checks in, averaging 9.8 points, 2.7 rebounds, and 2.7 assists per game. Also into the game for Ouachita Baptist, it is Wesley Franklin, 6'5", senior forward from Frisco, Texas. He averages 8.2 points and 4.3 rebounds per game. Three-pointer good for Matthew Ward from the right wing. It comes with 16:15 to go in the first half, I should say, and it cuts the Arkansas Tech lead down to 12-8. Ball screen set by Jacob Patterson, who's in the game for the Wonder Boys, and that frees up Alex Brown to swoop to the basket for the layup. 5 points for Brown. We've played 4 minutes, and it is 14-8 Arkansas Tech. Malin Martin passes right wing for Trey Harris. We mentioned Jacob Patterson is in for the Wonder Boys. He's a 6'8" junior center from Cave City. averaging 2.8 points and 2.2 rebounds per game. Spin move on the right side of the lane for Ouachita by Franklin. He was cut off by Patterson. Now a layup try by Trey Harris. It was blocked by Patterson, out of bounds, and the Tigers will maintain possession when we come back. 15:31 to go, first half. Arkansas Tech leads it 14-8 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. This is Wonder Boys basketball. Fifteen minutes and 31 seconds to go, first half. Arkansas Tech 14, Ouachita Baptist 8. Arkansas Tech has connected on 6 of its first 8 field goal attempts, including 2 out of 4 from three-point range. Ouachita 3 out of 6 from the field so far, now make it 3 out of 7 as Matthew Ward catches the inbound pass, and with 1 on the shot clock, just has to fire it up. It is no good, an air ball, and the basketball goes back to Arkansas Tech on the turnover. Freddie Lee will bring it into the front court. Wonder Boys up by half a dozen. 2 fresh faces in there for Arkansas Tech. Eric Turner and Mason Klein. We'll get them properly introduced in a moment as Patterson can't get the layup to go. Defensive rebound, Ouachita. Malin Martin into the front court. Ball goes left wing for Eric Brown. Brown dribbles to the top, gives it left wing for Ward. Ward looking into the low post, not there, so they fired around the perimeter. Get it in the opposite corner for Malin Martin. Now flashing out high to make a catch is Franklin. He drives, layup no good for Wesley Franklin. Defensive rebound by Jacob Patterson of Arkansas Tech. Into the front court, Freddie Lee pulls up for 3. It is no good. Defensive rebound for Ouachita by Wesley Franklin. 14:39 to go, first half. Wonder Boys by half a dozen. 3-point try, Malin Martin, right wing is good. Malin Martin, who is a 46% three-point shooter this year. Martin, second in the conference in three-point field goal percentage, third in the league in three-point field goals made, and his tray cuts the Arkansas Tech lead in half. It's 14-11 Wonder Boys. Patterson sets a ball screen. Lee goes right, throws it out front for Alex Brown. Brown looks to drive. Malin Martin won't lay. Now he gets by Martin on second effort and lays it in. Alex Brown with the layup. Brown has 7 points. He's 3 out of 3 from the field, and Arkansas Tech leads 16-11.
Very nice, smooth move that time.
Eric Brown gives top of the key for Martin. Three-pointer good again for Malin Martin. Martin averages 15.7 points per game, which is 7th most in the Great American Conference this season. And he has hit 2 three-pointers in rapid succession for Ouachita. And it's now 16-14 Arkansas Tech. Turner loses the handle off his foot, stolen for Ouachita. And in transition, Eric Brown is fouled on the layup try. Turner back to take the foul and prevent the layup. Turner picks up his first personal foul. Turner is a 6'3" sophomore guard from Memphis, averaging 2.6 points per game. Mason Klein, also in for the Wonder Boys, is a 6'4" senior forward from Springdale. Mason averaging 8.9 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. At the free throw line for Ouachita is Eric Brown. First try for Brown is on its way and good. Eric Brown is a 76% free throw shooter. Ouachita as a team leads the Great American Conference in free throw shooting at 75.5%. Will Adler returns for the Wonder Boys, and Alex Brown gets a breather. A second try forthcoming for Eric Brown of Ouachita. It is good, and we have our first tie of the game at 16 apiece. In for Ouachita is Morris Talbert, a 6'1" junior guard from North Little Rock. He averages 2.9 points per game. It's Freddie Lee, Eric Turner, Mason Klein, Jacob Patterson, and Will Adler, the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Lee dribbles on the left wing, gets a pick from Patterson. Freddie drives, dishes out right corner for Turner. It's a long 2 and it's good. Eric Turner with a toe on the line from the right corner knocks it down to give Arkansas Tech an 18-16 lead. Eric Turner gets his first 2 points of the game. Left side, Talbert with it for Ouachita, feeds it for Franklin in the low post. He turns, shoots a right-handed jump hook. It's no good. Gets his own rebound. Putback try, no good. And on the putback, a whistle and a foul against Arkansas Tech's Jacob Patterson. It is Patterson's first, the team's third, and it will send Wesley Franklin to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Franklin on the season for Ouachita is a 72% free throw shooter. He had 5 points and 3 rebounds in their 86-71 loss to Southern Nazarene on Saturday, which was the 3rd loss in the last 4 games for Ouachita's men. Josiah Thomas in, Eric Turner out for Tech. And a second try now for Franklin. 12 minutes and 55 seconds to go first half. Franklin looking for his second point of the game. And a chance to tie the score at 18. He achieves neither of those things. He misses the free throw, and Mason Klein clears the defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys into the front court. Freddie Lee bounce pass from the left wing for Josiah Thomas. Thomas gives to Klein, open look, left wing, it is no good. Offensive rebound, Patterson, putback try is no good, but Jacob was fouled, and he will shoot 2 free throws. The foul on Ouachita is the first personal on Wesley Franklin. It is team foul number 1, and Patterson heads to the free throw line. Jacob is 9 of 14, 64% at the free throw line this season. He had 4 points and 3 rebounds against Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday. First free throw is no good. Earlier this year, when first these two teams met, Jacob had 8 points and 4 rebounds in that November 29th meeting at Vining Arena in Arkadelphia. That miss a moment ago by Mason Klein, a rare miss for him as of late. Mason on one of the great three-point shooting tears by a Wonder Boy that I've ever seen. Over his last 6 games, Klein 30 of 49, 61% from three-point range. And he's averaging 16 points per game during that span, but right now Mason is shaken up as he went in trying to get the offensive rebound after the missed free throw by Patterson. Patterson missing both of those free tosses. Mason skying high for the rebound, came down hard. He appears to be okay. It was not necessary for Duke Walden, the head athletic trainer at Arkansas Tech, to come out, so I'm not sure Mason would be required to check out here, but he will anyway, as Coach Chad Klein wants to check on his senior from Springdale. No relation, by the way, in case you just listen to these broadcasts and don't ever see these names in print. Chad Klein, the head coach for the Wonder Boys, spells his last name with a K, K-L-I-N-E. Meanwhile, Mason, the senior from Springdale for the Wonder Boys, spells his last name with a C, C-L-I-N-E. 12:27 to go in the first half. Drive for Ouachita by Kendarius Smith. His reverse layup is no good. Wonder Boys board it, take it the other way. Josiah Thomas, one-on-one on Martin, gets to the rim and lays it in. What a move in the paint by Josiah Thomas to free himself from the defense of Malin Martin and lay it in. Arkansas Tech leads 20-17. Josiah Thomas is 2 out of 2 from the field, and he has 4 points. Feed into the post for Wesley Franklin. Franklin trying to get to the rim. Jacob Patterson won't let him. Out to Martin for 3. It is good again. Malin Martin is 3 out of 3 from beyond the arc. He has 9 points, and we are tied at 20. Freddie Lee goes to the left wing, hands it off for Josiah Thomas. Thomas waiting on the pick from Patterson. Patterson slips the screen, goes to post up. Ball goes right wing for Alex Brown. Brown defended by Morris Talbert, drives and draws a foul on Talbert. It'll be the first on Talbert, team foul number 2, and there's timeout at Tucker Coliseum. 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the first half. Arkansas Tech and Ouachita Baptist tied at 20 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. Kelly, some Wonder Boys basketball royalty in the building with
I'll
us
tell
tonight.
you what, looking right across the way, I see one Brandon Friedel. They play on Tuesdays and Fridays, so he had a free night to come watch his Wonder Boys play, and good to have him back in the house.
Brandon, an All-American during his playing days at Arkansas Tech from 2006 through 2010, made 233 career three-pointers, fifth most in Wonder Boys history. Arkansas Tech with the basketball out of the timeout. Left wing, Freddie Lee with it, feeds Alex Brown in the left corner. He tries to drive the baseline, but instead loses his footing and the basketball, and the turnover gives it back to Ouachita with 11:19 to go in the first half, and the score tied at 20.
Brandon making his headway in the high school ranks as a head coach.
Has won a state championship there at
Yes,
Episcopal.
he has.
Top of the key, Trey Harris with it for Ouachita. He dribbles on the right wing, defended by Freddie Lee. They reverse it left side for Malin Martin. Will Adler out on him. Now Martin drives. Josiah Thomas takes him on a switch. They feed it top of the key for Trey Harris. 5 to shoot. Harris penetrates, has it poked away by Freddie Lee and stolen by Will Adler. Lead pass ahead back to Freddie. He circles around at the top of the key, gives it right wing to Adler. Adler tries to drive, cut off, gives instead at the right elbow extended for Alex Brown. Brown defended very well by Morris Talbert. Throws it back out to the perimeter, and the Wonder Boys will reset offensively. Ball goes right wing for Adler, and that's a pretty good reset. Adler with the three-pointer from the right wing. Arkansas Tech is 3 out of 7 from beyond the arc, including 2 out of 4 for Adler, and the Wonder Boys go back in front, 23-20. Right wing, Trey Harris with it, drives, spins, kicks it out on the right side for Wesley Franklin. 16-foot jumper is good for Wesley Franklin. His first made field goal of the game cuts the Arkansas Tech lead to 23-22. Franklin has 3 points and 2 rebounds. Josiah Thomas, bounce pass for Sandifer, turnaround jumper, no good. Defensive rebound by Malin Martin of Ouachita Baptist.
Keep your eye on Mr. Martin.
Martin hands it off to Franklin. Franklin drives up and under move for the layup is good for Franklin. He's got 5 points, 9:43 to go first half, and Ouachita is back in front, 24-23. It's the first time the Tigers have led since it was 2-0. Over the timeline on the dribble goes Freddie Lee. Sandifer sets a ball screen for him. Lee goes right, gives it top of the key to Adler. Right back to Freddie now with 16 to shoot. Behind the back dribble, across to Adler. He hands it off to Josiah Thomas. Thomas dribbles right. Thomas wants to drive, gets by Harris, floats it to the rim, and it is stuffed through by Ramsey Sandifer on the alley-oop. Sandifer stuffs it through, and the Wonder Boys lead 25-24. 9:06 to go first half. Left wing, Malin Martin gives it the top of the key for Franklin. Three-pointer good for Wesley Franklin. Franklin with just his 8th three-pointer of the entire season puts Ouachita back in the lead, 27-25.
He's got the hot hand right now. Need to watch him.
8 points for Franklin. Left side, Alex Brown gets a pick from Sandifer, goes right, throws it on the left wing for Adler. Adler will try a long three. It is no good off the back of the iron. Defensive rebound for Ouachita by Isaiah Harper, a 6'4" junior forward from Little Rock who averages 2.5 points per game. Trey Harris on the other end gets the layup to go, and Ouachita has built a 4-point lead at 29-25. Ouachita on a 9-2 run here with 8 minutes and 14 seconds to go until halftime. Freddie Lee passes left wing for Alex Brown. Brown, defended by Malin Martin. Backs him down, gets to the inside, the left side of the lane, and a foul is called against Ouachita. The foul is on Malin Martin. It is his first personal foul, team foul number 3, and there's timeout on the floor. 8 minutes to go, first half. Ouachita Baptist 29, Arkansas Tech 25. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Ouachita Baptist is 10 out of 17 from the field, I should say, 59%, including a perfect 6 out of 6 from three-point range. And as a result, the Tigers lead the Wonder Boys 29-25 inbound for Adler, and he lays it up and in. 8 points for Will Adler, a rare 2-point basket for the senior from Andover, Kansas. And he cuts the Ouachita lead down to 29-27. Whistle as Ouachita gets into its offense and away from the basketball. Jacob Patterson is called for a hold. It is his second personal foul, team foul number 4. Isaiah Harper checks out for Ouachita, replaced by Matt Stanley for Arkansas Tech. Jacob Patterson will check out with those 2 fouls, and he is replaced by David Waymeyer, a 6'9" freshman center from Mountain Home, averaging 2.8 points and 4.2 rebounds per game. Top of the key. Ball possessed for Ouachita Baptist University by Eric Brown. He gives it on the right wing for Malin Martin. Matt Stanley sets a pick. Martin goes left, shoots for 3. It's good. Nothing but net for Malin Martin. He is 4 out of 4 from beyond the arc, accounting for all 12 of his points. And it's 32-27. Ouachita by 5. Malin Martin into double figures in scoring and looking for perhaps what would be his 6th 20-point game of the year if he gets there. Bad bounce pass by Alex Brown is stolen away for Ouachita by Morris Talbert, and he makes the transition layup. First 2 points of the game for Talbert, and Mason Klein is shaken up after going in to try to prevent that late try. Mason, favoring his left leg, will hobble to the sideline. He'll be replaced by Josiah Thomas, as it'll be Josiah Thomas, Freddie Lee, Will Adler, Alex Brown, and David Waymeyer. Now the 5 on the floor for the Wonder Boys. The steal and the run out by Talbot increased the Ouachita lead to 34-27. Drive by Freddie Lee, layup try no good, but he was fouled by Matt Stanley. It is Stanley's first personal foul, team foul number 4. And it'll get Freddie Lee to the free throw line, trying to put the brakes on what is right now a 14-4 run for Ouachita Baptist over the last 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Lee's first free toss is on its way. It is good. Freddie is a 79% free throw shooter this season.
No better way to do it than with free throws.
That was Freddie's 800th career point. And there's number 801 as he makes the free throw with 6:56 to go in the first half. And the Ouachita lead is trimmed to 34-29. Bounce pass at the high post for Wesley Franklin. He throws it out to Stanley. Now a pass on the right wing for Talbot. Here comes Eric Brown behind the Stanley screen. He makes the catch, dribbles left, shoots and misses from 18 feet. And then on the rebound, a whistle and a foul against Ouachita Baptist. The foul on the Tigers is on Wesley Franklin for a push. It is his second personal foul, team foul number 5. And the basketball belongs to Arkansas Tech. Into the front court, Freddie Lee. That miss a moment ago for Ouachita by Eric Brown snapped a streak of 7 consecutive made field goal attempts for Ouachita Baptist. They are shooting 60% from the floor, the Wonder Boys 63%. Freddie Lee drives and dishes back out on the left wing for Alex Brown. Shot clock at 7. Brown shoots for 3 behind a Waymeyer screen. It is no good. Defensive rebound for Ouachita by Morris Talbert. Talbot finds Malin Martin in transition. Three-pointer, good again. I'm not sure that any of Malin Martin's 5 three-point attempts have even drawn iron. I think they've all been nothing but net. And it is 37-29 Ouachita with 5:51 to go until halftime. Thomas drives, kicks it out for Adler. Three-pointer good. Will Adler with a much-needed three-pointer for the Wonder Boys, stemming the tide of this Ouachita run and cutting the Tigers' lead to 37-32. Left wing Talbot. Talbot will try a 3. It is no good. Rebound tipped around, and it is Josiah Thomas of Arkansas Tech who controls the loose ball. Ahead to Freddie Lee. Lee stops at the top of the key, leaves it with the trailer Thomas. Thomas shoots left elbow extended, no good. Defensive rebound, Malin Martin. Somebody get on Martin. He brings it into the front court, shoots, and he finally misses a 3. Freddie Lee got in his face.
He missed it bad.
Forced the miss. He still hasn't drawn iron on a shot,
no,
though.
That one was all net, too, just the bottom of it.
Just didn't go through the cylinder first, yeah. And the basketball goes back to Arkansas Tech.
He has done a good job, though, of getting himself open, wide open for those other threes.
Changes both ways. It's Alex Brown, Freddie Lee, Will Adler, Ramsey Sandifer, and Eric Turner now for the Wonder Boys. Freddie Lee bounce pass on the left wing for Alex Brown. Freddie gets it right back, goes left. Lee still with his dribble, 15 to shoot. He is defended on the left wing by Kendarius Smith. Lob in the left corner for Alex Brown. He'll try a three. It is no good. Sandifer gets the offensive rebound from the weak side. He's going to put it up with 1 on the shot clock, and he scores. Ramsey Sandifer has 6 points. Those two coming off an offensive rebound, and it's 37-34. The Wonder Boys have scored the last 5 points to pull within 3.
Tough shot there.
Left wing, Eric Brown. Brown defended by Eric Turner. Hands it off to Malin Martin. Martin gets a pick from Stanley. Freddie Lee goes under the screen to stay with his man. Now it goes left side for Eric Brown. Out to Kendarius Smith for 3. It is good. Ouachita Baptist is 9 out of 11 from three-point range, and the Tigers lead 40-34 as we hit 4 minutes to go until halftime. Freddie Lee tries to answer. Three-pointer good. Freddie from the right wing cuts the Ouachita lead in half, and the Tigers want timeout. Ouachita leads 40-37, 3:53 to go in the half. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute plus a station ID. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Minutes and 53 seconds to go in the first half. Ouachita Baptist 40, Arkansas Tech 37. Allie Freeman is in for the first time for Ouachita, a 5'9" junior guard from Little Rock, averaging 3.5 points per game. He passes in the left corner for Matthew Ward. Ward dribbles up to the top of the key, gives left wing for Eric Brown. Brown checked by Eric Turner. Now they feed it into the low post for Kendarius Smith. Smith dishes out right side for Ward. His three-pointer is no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound, tries again for 3, and this one is good. So Ouachita finally misses a 3, but then they get their own offensive rebound and knock it down anyway. 3:21 to go in the half. It's 43-37 Tigers. They are now 10 out of 13, 77% from three-point range. The good news is that is an entirely unsustainable pace. Foul against the Tigers. Matt Stanley gets his second, trying to fight through a screen. He commits the 6th team foul for Ouachita, personal foul number 2. And Arkansas Tech will throw it in from the right sideline with 3:09 to go in the half. Inbound pass for Freddie Lee. Lee defended by Allie Freeman, gives it up on the left wing for Eric Turner. Turner checked by Kendarius Smith, gives to Alex Brown. Brown backs his defender down. Fadeaway jumper in the lane is short, no good. Offensive rebound, Eric Turner out to Brown for an open 3. It is short, no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off of Arkansas Tech. And the basketball will belong to Ouachita Baptist University.
Maybe Alex was just too open for that one.
Had too much time to think about.
Too much time.
Into the front court come the Ouachita Tigers. Top of the key, Kendarius Smith with it. Now it goes right wing for Eric Brown. Brown double team, bounce pass out of it to the open man Stanley for 3. It is good. Ouachita Baptist is 11 out of 14 from three-point range, and the Tigers lead 46-37. Now a traveling violation against Arkansas Tech's Will Adler. I feel like Ouachita head coach Dennis Nutt helped make that call.
I believe the official was a little perturbed about him helping with the call.
Josiah Thomas checks in, and Will Adler is out for the Wonder Boys.
Shaking his head as he was going down the court here.
Tigers with the ball and a 9-point lead. This is the largest lead that either side has enjoyed so far tonight. Left wing, ball possessed for Ouachita by Eric Brown. Out it goes on the right side for Kendarius Smith. Three-pointer is short, no good, and Alex Brown had the defensive rebound, poked away from him, out of bounds by Allie Freeman.
Did they miss a three just then?
They missed a three after making 11 of their first 14.
Woo, mercy.
And the Wonder Boys go the other way, down by 9. Freddie Lee defended by Allie Freeman. Gets a high ball screen from Sandifer. Freddie goes right. Lost his footing for a moment, but kept his dribble. Now feeds it in the low post for Alex Brown. Fadeaway jumper from 14 feet. Rattles out, no good. Defensive rebound, Ouachita Baptist. In transition, Eric Brown. Brown throws it out to Ward for three. It is good. Matthew Ward knocks down his third three-pointer. Make it 12 out of 16 from three-point range for the Tigers. And timeout taken by Arkansas Tech. Back to the team clean broadcast position in 30 seconds. This is Wonder Boys basketball. One minute and 26 seconds to go in the first half. Ouachita Baptist on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. And the Tigers lead 49-37. Alex Brown, Freddie Lee, Josiah Thomas, Ramsey Sandifer, and Eric Turner are the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Thomas over the timeline on the dribble. Mason Klein, seated on the training table behind the Arkansas Tech bench, has his left thigh heavily wrapped up in ice. Layup up and good for Ramsey Sandifer. And I do not suspect, based on what I'm seeing and what I think I heard Duke Walden, the head athletic trainer at Arkansas Tech, say, I'm not sure we'll see Mason Klein again here tonight.
I believe his evening is over.
And with the quick turnaround for a Saturday afternoon game in Magnolia, that one will probably be very much in doubt as well. Three-pointer no good for Stanley of Ouachita. Defensive rebound for Arkansas Tech, Ramsey Sandifer, with 45 seconds left in the half. And the Wonder Boys down by 10. Into the front court, Freddie Lee pulls up for a long three. It rims out, no good. Sandifer with the putback try. It's no good, but Ramses was fouled, and he will shoot two. The foul on Matt Stanley of Ouachita is his third personal. And Coach Dennis Nutt will get him out of the game with 32.2 seconds left until halftime. It sends to the free throw line Ramsey Sandifer for the first time tonight. Sandifer is a 52% free throw shooter this year. First one for the Arcola, Mississippi product is no good. Sandifer had 10 points and 5 rebounds against Southeastern Oklahoma State on Saturday. It was the 9th time this season that he had reached double figures in scoring for the Wonder Boys, averaging 9 points per game over his last 6. Missed the first free throw, second one is good. 32.2 seconds left in the half, 49-40 is the Ouachita lead. Over the timeline on the dribble, Allie Freeman. Now Matthew Ward gets it on the Tech logo at midcourt. They pass it left wing for Allie Freeman. Reversal right side to Eric Brown. 17 on the shot clock, 18 seconds left in the half, so the Tigers can essentially hold for the final shot of this first half. Eric Brown defended by Josiah Thomas. Goes right, spin move in the lane, 8-foot jumper is good for Eric Brown. Inbound pass for Alex Brown. Brown from 55 feet at the buzzer. It is short, no good. And our score after 20 minutes at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville is Ouachita Baptist 51 and Arkansas Tech 40 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 3 minutes. This is Wonder Boys basketball. back with you at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, where it appears the drum line from the Arkansas Tech Pep Band is going to now perform here at halftime for us, following the always outstanding performance by the Arkansas Tech Golden Girls dance team. And so hopefully you'll be able to hear me over the drum line. We will give it a go here as we bring you the halftime numbers. Ouachita Baptist leading the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys by a score of 51-40. Ouachita Baptist is 18 of 31 from the field. Overall, that is 58%, and that's really good. But 71% from three-point range, 12 out of 17 is even better. The Tigers are 3 out of 4, 75% at the free throw line. Arkansas Tech is shooting the basketball very well, 16 out of 30, 53%, including 5 of 14, 36% from three-point range. And the Wonder Boys are 3 out of 6 at the free throw line, 50%. The Wonder Boys hold a 15-14 rebounding edge. Ouachita has 11 assists and just 3 turnovers. Arkansas Tech with 7 assists and 4 turnovers. Individual leaders, first for Ouachita Baptist, Malin Martin hit his first 5 three-point attempts. He has 15 points to lead all scorers. 9 points for Matthew Ward. He is 3 out of 4 from three-point range. 8 points for Wesley Franklin. Eric Brown has 7 points for the Tigers, 5 points for Matt Stanley. Kendarius Smith with 3 points and 2 points each for Trey Harris and Morris Talbert of Ouachita Baptist. Arkansas Tech is led by Will Adler with 11 points. He has made 3 out of 6 from three-point range. 9 points for Ramses Sandifer. Alex Brown and Freddie Lee have 7 points apiece for the Wonder Boys. 4 points and 3 assists for Josiah Thomas. I should also mention that Freddie Lee has 4 assists for Arkansas Tech. And then 2 points at halftime for Eric Turner. Jacob Patterson, David Waymeyer, and Mason Klein have also appeared in the game for the Wonder Boys. Mason Klein appears to be lost for the night with an apparent thigh or hamstring injury. And the Wonder Boys already without the services of R.J. Glasper, who is missing a 2nd consecutive game due to a sore knee. And so the story at halftime is Ouachita Baptist 51 and Arkansas Tech 40. Here at the Team Clean broadcast position, we pause for 3 minutes and then return with a look at the GAC scoreboard. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Halftime at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. And it's Ouachita Baptist with a 51-40 lead over the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys. Here with a look at what else is going on in GAC basketball is the Director of Alumni Relations at Arkansas Tech, Mr. Kelly Davis.
Tell you what, let's go back and recap the women's side of the GAC tonight. It was your Golden Suns 88, Ouachita Baptist 64. Harding 73, UA Monticello 63. It was Southern Arkansas not quite up to par with Henderson State tonight, 70-49, Henderson State with the win. Two close ones, Oklahoma Baptist 74, Southeast Oklahoma 72, and it was Northwest Oklahoma 56, Southern Nazarene 55, and Southwest Oklahoma keeps rolling 91-76 over East Central. And so that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the teams as they fight for a spot in the GAC tournament, because now Southwest Oklahoma has punched their ticket. They're 15-0. At 10-5 is Harding, Henderson State, and Southern Nazarene. At 9-6 is East Central and Southeast Oklahoma. At 6-9, your Golden Suns, Oklahoma Baptist, and Northwest Oklahoma. All of them are fighting for a spot in the tournament. So let's look at the men's side. We only have two halftime scores right now with the late starts with all them close games on the women's side. Ouachita 51, Arkansas Tech 40. Wonder Boys has got to figure out a way to stop that hot three-point shooting. And it's Henderson State. This is somewhat of a little surprise. Southern Arkansas came into the night 11-3 in the conference, second in the GAC. Henderson State was 8-6. Well, they have a 44-26 lead over Southern Arkansas at the half. Other scores with 2 minutes to go in the half. Southeast Oklahoma all over Oklahoma Baptist, 40-19. It is Southwest Oklahoma 32, trailing East Central 42-32, and there's 2:55 left in the first half at that game. UA Monticello and Harding in a close one. It's UAM 28. Harding 24, 2.5 minutes left in that game. And the other one with 3 minutes to go in the first half is Southern Nazarene 38, Northwest Oklahoma 21. So everybody's still chasing Southern Nazarene, Southern Arkansas, and Oklahoma Baptist right now. Both of them, all three of them have double-digit conference wins. So everyone is chasing them.
And for the Arkansas Tech team's pursuit of postseason berths continue. The Wonder Boys have made it into the postseason every year since 2008. The Golden Suns have made it in every year since 2007. Those streaks have been in some peril throughout this 2018-2019 season, but both teams have been improving, and a chance here these couple of weeks with some in-state games to maybe pick up some wins and continue the pursuit of a trip to Bartlesville next month. Here at the Team Clean broadcast position, we will pause for 2 minutes and then come back with the second half. Ouachita leads it 51-40, and this is Arkansas Tech basketball. the second half at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. Ouachita Baptist will have the ball to begin the second half. The Tigers have the lead 51-40. And Kelly, tell me, surely the Tigers can't shoot 71% from three-point range again in the second half.
If they do,
tip your hat.
just let's go.
Left wing, Matthew Ward with it for Ouachita, defended by Will Adler. Bounce pass on the wing for Eric Brown. 17 on the shot clock as Brown dribbles to the top of the key for Ouachita. Pass in the left wing, intended for Malin Martin, off target. Freddie Lee makes the steal for Arkansas Tech. Turnover number 4 for Ouachita. The two sides are now even in that regard. Freddie Lee is bumped by Matt Stanley. Stanley, hedging on a screen, commits his 4th personal foul. And he'll be replaced by Wesley Franklin.
Not a lot of points in the first half. He had 5, but a lot of rebounding potential with that 6'8" frame.
Wonder Boys will throw it in from the right sideline, get it into Freddie Lee. Lee checked by Malin Martin. Lee dribbles to the left wing. Brown slips a screen. Alex goes to the left baseline. Freddie still with his dribble, 11 to shoot. Sandifer sets a ball screen. Left side to Sandifer now on a pick and pop for 3. It is short, no good. Defensive rebound by Wesley Franklin of Ouachita Baptist. Into the front court, Kendarius Smith. They reverse it left wing for Eric Brown. He's defended by Josiah Thomas. Now they reverse it back to the right side for Matthew Ward. Cross court for Eric Brown. Kendarius Smith takes a handoff from him. Smith looks into the low post, nothing there. Lobs it out near midcourt for Eric Brown. Shot clock at 7. Brown will try to make a play. Drives and dishes for Ward. Ward gives on the left baseline for Franklin. He goes to the rim. Layup did not draw iron, and it's a shot clock violation against Ouachita Baptist. The basketball goes back to Arkansas Tech with 18 minutes and 43 seconds to go in the ball game.
Good defensive effort that time.
Ouachita leading 51-40 after a high-scoring first half. Neither side has scored here early in the second. Right side, Adler, catch and shoot for 3. It is good. Will Adler with his 4th three-pointer of the night, his 86th of the season. He is into the top 10 in most made three-pointers in a single season in Arkansas Tech history, and he cuts the Ouachita lead to 8. They give it down low to Franklin. His layup is good. Wesley Franklin with the layup off the post entry. The Wonder Boy defender went for the steal, and that left Franklin all alone for the layup. Left wing, Josiah Thomas dribbles right, lobs it to the rim, it's deflected. Thomas able to save the loose ball, gives left side to Freddie Lee. He gets to the rim, dishes for Adler. Adler dribbles out of traffic, throws it out near midcourt for Josiah Thomas. Shot clock at 10. Josiah shoots for 3. It is good. Josiah Thomas makes the Wonder Boys 2 out of 3 from three-point range to begin the second half, and it's 53-46 Ouachita.
Maybe we'll have the hot hand.
Now the Wonder Boys need a stop there. It almost was. Deflection by Alex Brown. Ouachita saves the loose ball. Malin Martin with it, gets into the lane. Had it stripped loose by Freddie Lee and stolen by Freddie Lee. Lee over the timeline. Stops, spins, maintains his dribble, gets a pick from Adler, and now Freddie will back it back out and they'll reset offensively. Coach Chad Klein directing traffic. Freddie Lee wants to drive into the lane, in amongst the trees. The layup is good for Freddie Lee. Lee has 9 points and 5 assists. We go under 17 minutes to play, and the Wonder Boys are back within 5 at 53-48. Top of the key, Kendarius Smith. Gives it right side, down low it goes to Franklin, and he is fouled on the slam dunk try. It'll be 2 free throws for Wesley Franklin as Josiah Thomas took the foul, his first. It is team foul number 1 this half, and Wesley Franklin to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 tonight. And on the season, he is a 72% free throw shooter. Franklin had 8 points and a season high 11 rebounds against Arkansas Tech back in November. Makes the first free throw. That is Franklin's 11th point of this game. It is the 9th time this year that he has reached double figures in scoring. Jacob Patterson is in, and Ramsey Sandifer is out for Arkansas Tech. The Wonder Boys missing 2 key parts of their rotation right now. Mason Klein and R.J. Glasper both sidelined right now due to injury. Right side, Alex Brown with it for the Wonder Boys after Franklin made both free throws to make it now 55-48 Ouachita. Josiah Thomas with it. Gets to the left elbow, drives down the left side of the lane, had his shot blocked out of bounds by Eric Brown. And the Wonder Boys will maintain possession with 12 on the shot clock. Inbound pass will be made by Freddie Lee. Lobs it out to the left wing for Josiah Thomas. Thomas got a pick from Patterson, dribbles right, zips it down low to Patterson on a pick and roll. Layup is good and a foul. Wesley Franklin committed the foul. It is his third personal foul. It is team foul number 2 this half. And Jacob Patterson to the free throw line with a chance at a three-point play. Eric Turner and Caleb Turner will check in for the Wonder Boys momentarily. They are both in. Checking out Alex Brown and Will Adler as Coach Chad Klein gets 2 of his key pieces a breather right before the under-16 media timeout. Patterson shooting a free throw. He is 0 for 2 at the line so far tonight. This one is good, and with 16 minutes and 23 seconds to go, the Wonder Boys are back within 4 at 55-51. The Wonder Boys have made their last 4 field goal attempts. Malin Martin passes right wing for Kendarius Smith. Ball reversal left side for Eric Brown. Smith gets it back at the top of the key. Passes right wing. Now it's Malin Martin with it. He drives, kicks it back out to Kendarius Smith, 7 on the shot clock. Smith uses his dribble, looks to drive, goes down the left side of the lane, loses the handle on the way up, out of bounds, off of Smith. The Wonder Boys get a stop, and they'll have the ball when we come back. 15 minutes and 54 seconds to go. Ouachita 55, Arkansas Tech 51 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. Fifteen minutes and 54 seconds to play in the second half. Ouachita Baptist 55, Arkansas Tech 51. Freddie Lee, Alex Brown, Josiah Thomas, Jacob Patterson, and Will Adler break the huddle for Arkansas Tech. Malin Martin, Kendarius Smith, Eric Brown, Wesley Franklin, and Morris Talbert for Ouachita. Wonder Boys with the basketball, down by 4, trying to extend a streak of 4 consecutive made field goals. Alex Brown drives through the middle of the lane. Layup is good and a foul. It's 5 straight makes for the Wonder Boys, and Brown will have a chance at a three-point play. The foul on Ouachita is on Malin Martin, his second, team's third, and Alex Brown to the line to shoot 1. Trey Harris is in for Ouachita, and Eric Brown is out. Alex Brown to the free throw line for Arkansas Tech. Brown with 9 points tonight. He is 4 out of 9 from the field. This is his first free throw attempt. It is good. Alex, a 68% free throw shooter on the year, completes the three-point play and cuts the Ouachita lead down to a single point at 55-54. Ouachita led this game by 11 at halftime. What a flurry by Arkansas Tech to open this second half. Left side, Malin Martin looks to drive. Pulls up instead for 3 and hits. Malin Martin three-pointer to at least momentarily reclaim the momentum from Arkansas Tech and give the Tigers a 58-54 lead. Right side, Will Adler hands it off to Freddie Lee. Lee turns the corner, driving to the free throw line, dishes back out to Adler. He feeds Patterson. Shot from the right block is no good, and Morris Talbot has the defensive rebound for Ouachita Baptist. 58-54 is the Ouachita Baptist lead. Under 15 minutes to go in Russellville. Dribbling left, Trey Harris gives it on the right baseline for Franklin. 14-foot jumper is no good. Jacob Patterson has the defensive rebound. Wonder Boys the other way. down by 4. Freddie Lee dribbles to the top of the key, gives left wing for Alex Brown. Here comes Patterson to set a pick. Brown unable to use it though, he lost his dribble. Brown chases down the loose ball, maintains the bounce, looks to drive, gets to the rim, layup is good for Alex Brown. Alex Brown has 12 points, 14-18 to go in the second half, and it's 58-56, a 2-point lead for Ouachita. As there was something wrong with the shot clock here. Right now it reads 26. And Ouachita will throw it in from the right sideline as they work to address that situation. Ouachita head coach Dennis Nutt points out that there is
He spit his gum out.
a piece of gum on the
accidentally.
floor. Yep,
Because he's a gum chewer.
happens to the best of us.
But
It'll be Ouachita's basketball. 14 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Ouachita has it with a 2-point lead. Trey Harris dribbles at the top of the key, defended by Josiah Thomas. Now to Wesley Franklin. He lobs it down low for Kendarius Smith. Layup no good. Freddie Lee forced the miss. Alex Brown rebounded it. It's 5-on-4 the other way. Alex Brown goes to the left wing. Goes down the left baseline. Gets to the rim. Reverse layup is no good, but a foul on Ouachita. And if it's on Wesley Franklin, it's his 4th. It is 4 on Franklin. And so he and Matt Stanley both have 4 fouls for Ouachita, with still 13:53 to go, and Coach Dennis Nutt will put Stanley back in momentarily in place of Franklin.
switching 4 fouls for 4 fouls on this one.
Franklin, or I should say Alex Brown's first free throw is good. He will have one more try as Stanley replaces Franklin for Ouachita. Ouachita has led this game ever since the 8:54 mark of the first half. Alex Brown has a chance to change that right here if he can make this second free throw and tie the score at 58. It is on its way, and it is good for Alex Brown. And we are indeed tied at 58 with 13:53 to go. Into the
Watch
front
Mr.
court on the
Martin.
dribble, Malin Martin.
Keep your eye on Martin.
Gives it left wing for Trey Harris. Now Talbert, right wing to Martin. He quickly distributes on to Trey Harris. Martin goes to the other side of the floor. They find him with a pass on the left wing, out front to Stanley. Stanley drives, dishes for Talbert. Talbert, defended by Patterson, gets into the lane, double team, shoots anyway, it is no good. Rebound, Arkansas Tech. Freddie Lee gets the carom. Freddie over the timeline, leaves it with Brown at the top of the key. Alex wants to drive, stops at the free throw line, kicks it out to Josiah Thomas, 3-pointer, no good. Too hard from the left wing. Rebound out of bounds to Ouachita. Ramsey Sandifer is in, and Jacob Patterson is out for Arkansas Tech. 13 minutes and 11 seconds to play. Arkansas Tech and Ouachita Baptist tied at 58. 2 teams that are battling for a spot in the GAC tournament. Both desperately want to get this win here tonight at Tucker Coliseum.
Keeping the fresh legs in the post play.
Trey Harris hands it off to Morris Talbert. Now Malin Martin gives on the right wing for Kendarius Smith. Out it goes left side for Talbert. 3-pointer good for Morris Talbert. Talbert knocks down his first 3 of the game. Talbert with just his 6th 3-pointer of the season. 12:47 to go, and Ouachita back in front on the Talbert 3. Freddie Lee penetrates, gets to the rim, left-handed layup, will not go. Rebound is out of bounds. Looked like Stanley touched it last, but the official says the basketball belongs to Ouachita Baptist. And the Tigers have it with 12:35 to go. Eric Turner is back in for the Wonder Boys along with Caleb Turner. I failed to properly introduce Caleb earlier. He is a 6'1" freshman guard from Bryant, averaging 0.4 points and 0.5 rebounds per game. Alex Brown and Will Adler will once again get a breather just ahead of a media timeout. That's the strategy here by Coach Chad Klein.
Need a defensive stop here.
Talbert gives it on the right wing. They dump it into the low post for Matt Stanley. Stanley works on Sandifer, gets to the rim, and oh, they're going to count the basket. Oh, that's a terrible call. First of all, Stanley walked with the basketball before the foul, so it was traveling. Then the foul occurred on the floor, but they will count the basket nonetheless. And the official knows as well as anyone in the building that he missed that call.
Mercy, that hurts.
It'll be a 3-point play opportunity for Matt Stanley. Despite the fact he got away with a walk, and despite the fact the foul occurred on the floor. Stanley's free throw attempt is good. 6 straight points by Ouachita, And the Tigers lead 64-58 with 12:15 to go. Freddie Lee drives, bounce pass down low for Sandifer, and he stuffs it through. Freddie drew the defense with the dribble penetration, and that left Sandifer alone for the dunk. And it pulls the Wonder Boys back within 64-60 as we go under 12 minutes to play. Left wing Malin Martin throws it in the corner for Talbert. Talbot gives it in the low post to Matt Stanley. Stanley spins, up and under move, left-handed layup, no good. Gets his own rebound, and he is fouled on the floor after the offensive rebound. The foul is on Arkansas Tech's Ramsey Sandifer. It is Sandifer's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3, and there's timeout on the floor. 11:49 to go. Ouachita 64, Arkansas Tech 60 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute. This is Wonder Boys basketball. .11 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Ouachita with the ball and a 64-60 lead over Arkansas Tech. Inbound pass to be made by Malin Martin. He throws it out near midcourt for Matt Stanley. Now Morris Talbert takes the pass at the top of the key. He hands it off to Malin Martin. Martin defended by Will Adler, looks into the low post, gives it to Stanley. Stanley backs Sandifer down, gets to the rim. Sandifer blocked his first try. Stanley got the offensive rebound, put it home on the second try, and drew a foul on Sandifer. That's 3 on Ramses. He'll be replaced by Jacob Patterson. And Matt Stanley goes to the free throw line in search of his 11th point of the game.
I think Ouachita, they've decided to take the ball inside and get the and ones.
The free throw for Stanley with 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go is good. He completes the three-point play. Stanley has scored the last 6 points for Ouachita on back-to-back old-fashioned three-point plays. The Tigers change it up defensively now, 2-3 zone trapping in the corners. Josiah Thomas gets to the free throw line on a dribble penetration. Fadeaway jumper from 10 feet is good for Josiah Thomas. He's got 9 points, 11 minutes and 16 seconds to go, and it is 67-62, a 5-point lead for Ouachita. Tigers with the ball, top of the key, Talbert. They swing it left side for Trey Harris. He feeds the post for Stanley. Stanley faces up on Patterson, now backs him down, goes to the rim, layup will not go this time for Stanley, but he draws the foul against Patterson. It is Patterson's third. It is team foul number 5, and the Wonder Boys do not have enough post players on their roster to continue fouling Matt Stanley at this rate.
Don't have an answer for Stanley at the moment.
Stanley has 11 points in the game. Of those, 6 have come here in the first 8, or I should say the first 9 minutes of the second half. Now make it 7 as he makes the first free throw. He's got 12 points overall to go along with 3 rebounds. Stanley's second free throw is also good. 8 straight Ouachita points by the sophomore from Cabot, Matt Stanley. And it's 69-62 Tigers with 10 minutes and 50 seconds to play. Will Adler, left wing, gives it out front for Freddie Lee. He passes right wing to Alex Brown. Now Patterson gets it on the baseline, working against the zone. Freddie shoots for 3. It is no good. Rebound, Adler fights for it, saves it in. It's tipped by Thomas to Freddie Lee. He gives to Alex Brown, on to Patterson, layup good. Jacob Patterson, the beneficiary of the extra pass by Alex Brown. Brown gets the assist, Patterson the finish, and it's 69-64, a 5-point lead for Ouachita.
Nice to have a stop here.
Top of the key, Trey Harris. Defended by Josiah Thomas. Bounce pass to Stanley, who was left all alone as the Wonder Boys got crossed up defensively on the screen on the right wing. That left Stanley, the screener, all alone going to the basket, and he stuffed it through to make it 71-64. Adler misses a three. Defensive rebound, Ouachita. Into the front court come the Tigers. Drive by Malin Martin, stripped away from him, out of bounds. And the Tigers will maintain possession with 9 minutes and 51 seconds to go. They lead it 71-64. Matt Stanley now has scored 10 straight Ouachita points. They throw it all the way into the backcourt, and Stanley goes to track it down. The Tigers will come back and get into their offense in the half court. Shot clock at 16. Left side, Morris Talbert gives top of the key for Malin Martin. He passes to Trey Harris. Harris to the rim. Layup is no good, but a whistle and a foul against Arkansas Tech. The foul is on Will Adler. It is his first personal foul. Team foul number 6. It's unusual to see the Wonder Boys foul at this rate. It is not something that they are normally guilty of, but right now Ouachita attacking the rim, and it's getting the Wonder Boys into some foul trouble. Harris makes the first free throw. He will have another one. It is on its way. It is also good. 73-64 Ouachita on the Trey Harris free throws. 1-2-2 three-quarter court defense by Ouachita, and a foul committed by Trey Harris as he bumped Freddie Lee with the body. The foul on Trey Harris is his first, team foul number 5, and the Wonder Boys will throw it in from the left sideline. It'll be Josiah Thomas to get it into Freddie Lee. Lee passes right wing to Will Adler. 2-3 zone defense now in the half court for the Tigers. Adler shoots over it for three. It is good. Will Adler busts the zone with his 5th three-pointer of the night, and it's 73-67. The Wonder Boys back within a half dozen. Right side, Malin Martin on the dribble. They reverse it left wing for Kendarius Smith. Now Martin gets it back. Martin defended by Freddie Lee on the left wing, hands it off to Trey Harris. Shot clock at 14. Stanley sets a pick. Kendarius Smith goes right. Stanley rolls to the basket. Right wing for Talbert, three-pointer good for Morris Talbert. Ouachita is now 15 out of 20, 75% from three-point range tonight, and they lead at 76-67 with 8:39 to go. Brown to answer. It rims out, no good for Alex. Defensive rebound, Ouachita. Tigers into the front court, leading by 9. 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go. They feed Stanley in the post. Defended by Patterson, backs him down into the lane. Left-handed shot is good, and a foul against Jacob Patterson. It is Patterson's 4th personal foul, and it will be yet another three-point play opportunity for Matt Stanley. If he gets it, it'll be his 3rd of the second half.
Oh, he has come out to play in the second half.
17 points for Matt Stanley, 3 away from matching his season high. Stanley's free throw is good, and it's 79-67 Ouachita with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Freddie Lee into the front court. Errant post-entry pass intended for David Waymeyer, but it was off target. The Wonder Boys commit their first turnover of the second half, their 5th turnover of the game. And Ouachita has it with a 12-point lead. 8 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Wonder Boys need a series of stops to get back in this one. Stanley with it on the right baseline. He walks with the basketball, and there's timeout on the floor. 8 minutes to play in Russellville. Ouachita 79, Arkansas Tech 67. At the Team Clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. You're listening to the Wonder Boys. Ouachita Baptist 79, Arkansas Tech 67, 8 minutes to go at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville. The Wonder Boys' 4-game winning streak in jeopardy, as well as their 1-game lead over Ouachita right there on the cut line to make it into the GAC tournament. And the bad thing about it is if Ouachita wins this game, they would be 2-0 against the Wonder Boys, and that would give them a tiebreaker over Arkansas Tech. If it comes down to that, when it's time to pick the 8 teams for the GAC tournament next month in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Wonder Boys still plenty of time to come back, though. Feed at the high post for Alex Brown. He zips it down low on a feed for Josiah Thomas. Thomas loses the handle. Saved by Adler. Out to Thomas. Thomas from 17 feet. Short, no good. Stanley with the defensive rebound for Ouachita. Tigers into the front court, leading by a dozen. Drive by Trey Harris. Layup good and a foul. Ouachita has attacked the rim here in the second half, and it has borne fruit. The foul on Alex Brown is his first.
Must have called a puff of wind that time.
Team foul number 8, and Trey Harris to the line to shoot 1. Harris with 6 points on the night. This is his second trip to the free throw line. He is now 3 out of 3 at the charity stripe tonight. And the 3-point play makes it 82-67. A 15-point spread in favor of Ouachita. They are on a run of 13-3. Right wing Josiah Thomas gives in the corner for Adler. He dribbles to his left, shoots for 3 and hits. Will Adler has 20 points. It is his 8th game this year with 20 or more points. And as we go under 7 minutes to play, it is 82-70. Ouachita in front.
It's going to be about the defense now.
Left side, Malin Martin gives to Kendarius Smith. 15 on the shot clock. Malin Martin gets it back. Stanley slips a screen, goes into the post. Malin Martin drives, uncontested layup for Malin Martin. Martin has 20 points, 6:36 to go. It is 84-70, a 14-point lead for Ouachita. 3-pointer no good. Offensive rebound, Eric Turner gives to Adler in the right corner. 3-pointer good, and a timeout taken by Coach Chad Klein. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ouachita 84, Arkansas Tech 73. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 1 minute. This is Wonder Boys basketball. Six minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the second half. Ouachita Baptist 84, Arkansas Tech 73. Freddie Lee, Josiah Thomas, Eric Turner, Will Adler, and Alex Brown are the 5 contestants for Arkansas Tech. Trey Harris, Malin Martin, Morris Talbert, Kendarius Smith, and Matt Stanley for Ouachita. The Wonder Boys are going to apply full court pressure here, down by 11 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Morris Talbert will dribble it over the timeline, beating the press, and the Wonder Boys will fall back into a man-to-man in the half court. Malin Martin takes a pass, gives it on the right wing for Talbot. Talbot gives to Stanley in the low post. He runs over Freddie Lee. There's no whistle, and Stanley lays it in. Matt Stanley has tied his season high with 20 points. Adler to answer, 3-pointer no good, and Stanley has the defensive rebound for Ouachita. Into the front court come the Tigers. They're up by 13 with 5:49 to go. And the Wonder Boys need something good to happen in a hurry. Left wing, Trey Harris. Trey Harris dribbles to his right, dumps it in for Stanley. Stanley, whistle, and a traveling violation on Stanley. Ouachita commits its 9th turnover of the game. 6 of those have come here in the second half. Josiah Thomas brings it over the timeline. Gives it top of the key for Freddie Lee. Back to Josiah. He penetrates, dishes for Adler. Three-pointer good, and a foul. A 4-point play opportunity for Adler with 5:23 to go. And if he can make the free throw, he will cut the Wonder Boys deficit into single digits. A potentially huge play by Will Adler. The foul on Ouachita was on Kendarius Smith. It is his first personal. It is team foul number 6, and Adler to the line. For the first time tonight, he is an 81% free throw shooter this year. He got it. A 4-point play for Will Adler, and the Wonder Boys are back within 9. Now they need about 3 stops in a row, which on the Arkansas Tech bench is referred to as a shutout. Malin Martin gets it into the front court for Eric Brown. Ouachita has made its last 7 field goal attempts. Left side, Trey Harris. Harris defended by Eric Turner, looks to drive, takes him to the rim, missed the layup, but there's Stanley to clean it up. Matt Stanley with a season high 22 points, 4:58 to go. It's 88-77 Ouachita, and now a steal by the Tigers. Steal made by Stanley. Ouachita into the front court with 4:47 to go and an 11-point lead.
We need Mr. Stanley to pick up a foul.
He's been sitting on 4 for a long time. He screens for Martin. Martin three-pointer good with 4:35 to go, and Ouachita calls timeout. Tigers lead 91-77, 4:34 to go. At the team clean broadcast position, we pause for 30 seconds. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Josiah Thomas, Freddie Lee, Alex Brown, Eric Turner, and Will Adler are the 5 on the floor for Arkansas Tech. Wonder Boys down by 14 with 4:28 to go. Freddie Lee gets a pick from Eric Turner, gives left wing for Josiah Thomas. Malin Martin with the defense on him. They reverse it right wing for Adler. Back out to Freddie with 12 to shoot. Now Josiah Thomas gets it. He penetrates, cut off by 2 defenders, throws it back out to Freddie Lee. Lee penetrates, leaves it with Will Adler. They wrapped up Freddie, no call. Adler for 3, no good. Defensive rebound for Ouachita by Trey Harris. We go under 4 minutes to play. Ouachita with the ball and a 91-77 lead. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Should the possession arrow become a factor, it would favor the Wonder Boys. Stanley has it tied up by Eric Turner, and the Wonder Boys will have possession when we come back. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Ouachita leads 91-77 at the team clean broadcast position. We pause for 1 minute plus a station ID. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Three minutes and 48 seconds to go. Ouachita Baptist 91, Arkansas Tech 77. Ouachita has made 9 out of its last 10 field goal attempts to pull away. Wonder Boys with the basketball. Right wing Will Adler. Gives it out front to Alex Brown. Josiah Thomas with it. Now Freddie Lee gets it. Gives in the corner for Adler. Catch and shoot for three, but is no good, but he was fouled. The call is on Eric Brown of Ouachita. It is Brown's first personal foul. Team foul number 7. And Will Adler to the free throw line to shoot 3 with 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Adler has 27 points tonight. That free throw is good. Will Adler has matched his season high with 28. And the Wonder Boys have really had to rely on him tonight in the absence of the injured Mason Klein and the injured R.J. Glasper. That's a new season high for Adler as he makes the second one. And now he will try to get his first 30-point game as a Wonder Boy. It is good. Caleb Turner is in for Arkansas Tech, and he'll give Adler a brief rest here with 3:36 to go. And the Wonder Boys down by 11. Full court pressure. Inbound pass to Matt Stanley. He gives it back to Trey Harris, and Harris will dribble it over the timeline with 5 seconds to spare. Harris gives left wing for Morris Talbert. Now Malin Martin makes a catch. He distributes left wing to Eric Brown. Trey Harris with it. They feed the post for Stanley. Stanley defended by Jacob Patterson. Backs him down, goes to the rim. Left-handed layup good for Matt Stanley. Stanley has 24 points. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and it is 93-80 Ouachita of Stanley's season high 24 points. As we look back through the carnage of this one, of those, he has scored
19
in the second half. Whistle and a foul against Ouachita. It is on Eric Brown again, his second. It is team foul number 8, and it will result in 2 free throw attempts for Arkansas Tech's Jacob Patterson. A reminder to join us on Saturday afternoon from the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia as Arkansas Tech will face Southern Arkansas for a GAC doubleheader, 1 p.m. for the women and 3 p.m. for the men right here on River Country, KCJC, and ArkansasTechSports.com.
Southern Arkansas trails Henderson 69-55. 6.5 minutes to go in their game.
Jacob Patterson made the first free throw. He misses the second. And Eric Brown with the defensive rebound for Ouachita. Tigers into the front court up by a dozen with 2:39 to go. They have made 16 out of 21, 76% from three-point range tonight.
Can't beat that.
And they're 63% from the field overall. Malin Martin for 3, no good. Offensive rebound Stanley out to Trey Harris. And it appears as if the short-handed Wonder Boys are running out of air. Coach Chad Klein calls for pressure on the ball with 17 on the shot clock. Ouachita trying to drain the clock away. They lead 93-81. Pass out of bounds on the right sideline. We'll give it back to Arkansas Tech, and it'll give Will Adler a chance to check back in along with Eric Turner. Caleb Turner and Jacob Patterson check out as the Wonder Boys get maximum three-point shooting on the floor. 2 minutes to play, down by 12. Wonder Boys into the front court. Adler gives to Alex Brown. Now Josiah Thomas. Now Freddie Lee. He drives, dishes for Alex Brown. Open look at 3, no good. Rebound, Ouachita. Eric Brown got the carom. Ahead to Morris Talbert. Talbert finds Trey Harris, and Harris will circle around at the logo at midcourt. 1:40 to go. And Trey Harris with the basketball, defended by Will Adler. Shot clock at 15. Shot clock at 10 as Harris looks to drive. Adler won't let him, so he backs it back out. Now 6 to shoot. Trey Harris penetrates, gets to the rim, layup no good. Adler forced the miss. Alex Brown rebounded it. Brown over the timeline. Gives it to Freddie Lee. Behind the back, bounce pass to Brown. He finds Josiah Thomas, and as Thomas drives the baseline, a foul on Ouachita. They've got Malin Martin for his 3rd personal. Team foul number 9. And so this will be a 1-and-1 for Josiah Thomas, his first free throw of the night. Thomas is a 56% free throw shooter this year. The Wonder Boys, as a team, the 2nd best free throw shooting team in the GAC at 74.2%, second only to Ouachita. Thomas's front end is no good, and a rebound by Eric Brown of Ouachita. Full court pressure by the Wonder Boys. Trey Harris dribbles out of a trap into the front court. Now he and Malin Martin play catch. 18 on the shot clock, a minute to go. Josiah Thomas with the defense on Trey Harris. Thomas commits the foul. Josiah Thomas picks up his second personal foul. It is team foul number 9, and so this will be a 1-and-1 for Trey Harris, who is 3 out of 3 at the free throw line tonight. The Tigers are 13 of 14 at the free throw line, 93%. The front end is good for Trey Harris as he gets his 8th point of the game. Ouachita led by Matt Stanley with a season-high 24 points, and Malin Martin with 23 for Martin. It is the 6th time this season that he has scored 20 or more points in a game. Second free throw is no good. It's 94-81 Ouachita, 48 seconds to go. Freddie Lee drives, gets to the rim, layup is no good, but a whistle and a foul on Ouachita with 43 seconds remaining. The foul is on Morris Talbert. He gets his second personal foul. It's team foul number 10. And Freddie Lee to the free throw line for Arkansas Tech. Freddie with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists tonight. He is 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. He makes the first free throw and becomes the 4th Wonder Boy into double figures in scoring, joining Will Adler with a season-high 30 points, Alex Brown, who has 14 points, and Ramsey Sandifer, who has 11 for Arkansas Tech. Second free throw is no good. It's 94-82. The Wonder Boys have not made a field goal in more than 4.5 minutes. Steal at midcourt by Alex Brown, ahead to Freddie Lee. He gives to Adler. Adler for 3. It is short, no good. Rebound, Malin Martin. He'll bring it into the front court. And Ouachita now is going to be fouled with 23.5 seconds left. And the Ouachita Tigers are going to complete a regular season sweep of Arkansas Tech. Ouachita will improve to 9-10 overall and 6-9 in the Great American Conference. The Wonder Boys' 4-game winning streak will come to an end. Arkansas Tech will fall to 8-13 overall and 6-9 in the GAC with a tough road trip against what will likely be an angry group of Southern Arkansas Mule Riders on Saturday afternoon at the W.T. Watson Athletic Center in Magnolia.
72-58 down in Arkadelphia right now. 4.5 minutes to go in that game.
Mule Riders trail by 14 late at the Duke Wells Center. Both free throws good. It's 96-82. Malin Martin now with 25 points on the night. Three-pointer no good for Arkansas Tech. Stanley rebounds it, and all he'll be required to do is dribble it over the timeline. He has achieved that, and Ouachita Baptist will drain the final few seconds off the clock. The Tigers defeat the Wonder Boys tonight by a final score of 96-82. Back to the Team Clean broadcast position in 30 seconds. This is Arkansas Tech basketball. Back with you at the Team Clean broadcast position at Tucker Coliseum in Russellville, where Ouachita Baptist has defeated the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys by a final score of 96-82. And Arkansas Tech head coach Chad Klein making his way over now to the broadcast position following this one tonight here at Tucker Coliseum. And we are now joined by Coach Chad Klein. And Coach, there are some nights in this game where, to a certain extent, you've got to tip your hat to the other guy. And Ouachita Baptist tonight, they came out and shot the 3 really well in the first half. You made the defensive adjustment to take that away from them early in the second half, but then they made the counter adjustment, and when they started attacking the rim, they became unstoppable, didn't they?
Well, they sure did. You know, their big fella was killing us on the block. And we made an adjustment. We're going to start trying to front. But then when you front, you got to have someone on the backside, and we didn't have that. And then we couldn't keep them in front. You know, in a one-on-one game, if you can't keep your guy in front, then someone's got to help. And it felt like there was about 5 or 6 straight possessions where we fouled them on the way to the goal, and it was either an and one or they're shooting free throws. And, you know, we started the second half good. You know, we got the, I think, did we get it tied?
Let me go back and look. It got down to 1 point. You got it tied at 58. Yeah, you did get it tied at 58. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like, I don't know if it was we put so much effort into coming back, we ran out of gas. But like you said, sometimes you got to give the other guys credit, and they made plays when they had to, and we just didn't, you know.
Will Adler came up big for you tonight in a tough spot as you were shorthanded.